old ones, they don't suck. Sorry.
We'll force him back.
I'm gonna keep reconnecting.
I didn't get new shoes, Chad, so your statement's irrelevant.
How come I never can see
What
more than
are
one
you?
person?
Well, who can you see?
Philip.
I can see Philip and Copper, and I used to be able to see Chad, but now he's blackface, and Ulrich is just his little
Whoa.
symbol thing. Are we rolling? Are we live? Oh,
Hey!
I'm glad that's on the internet for forever.
There's everyone but Kelby.
Yeah, Kelby, goddammit.
Can you guys not see me?
No,
That's the
No.
I'm
Oh,
afraid not.
okay. I
It's
can't see anybody
fine.
either.
If it keeps your connection better.
Oh, I can see
Yeah,
one.
I don't know if it's just the browser I'm using. I'm using Edge.
That's probably why.
What? What is
I don't
that?
know.
Use
Bro, use
Firefox
Chrome.
and leave. Or,
No! Get out!
I always
Firefox
used
is
to
what I
use
use.
Firefox
Firefox.
but
is
now
what
I'm
I
using
use when I'm
Edge.
on the
for
Mac.
some reason.
Good job, Kelby. Ah, I can't
No.
even type anymore. These are too long.
Chrome.
It hurts. I'm using Chrome.
I don't think I've ever used Chrome. Use Chrome on my phone.
I have to type like my grandma types now.
Alright, so whenever we want to get started, who's doing the
Now?
recap this time?
Okay, so last episode we were in Barad, right? Barad, and we walked around and did some shopping, and then we learned some things and went around to places and killed. No, that was the episode before. And I snuck into a cult meeting and learned a bunch of spooky stuff and got the crap almost scared out of me. And then Philip bought a dog at the end.
Specifics.
And I think we forgot to get XP.
Yeah, we didn't get XP last session.
I demand specifics.
We didn't get any
Those
XP.
were specifics, Chad.
You want to take notes?
Oh, and I found Jaina. Oh, no, I did take notes. Ooh, sorry. Okay, so the cult worships the Holy Serpent, and they use a weird ancient Elvish dialect. And we went to the Sept of Azuth, which is where the cult thing took place. And Philip named his puppy Gotrek. Is that better?
God.
Alrighty, and everybody managed to get back to Copper's place of residence without him. And then a
Oh, yeah,
few
and we
hours...
took watch last night,
You did.
And nothing.
I don't care.
and nothing happened.
And a
And then
few hours
Copper
later...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are buggers.
Yeah, I'm trying to level up, Chad.
Did you guys do anything XP earnable?
I did. I snuck
think so.
into a thing, and Philip got a dog, and Kelby was there.
1500.
Mm-hmm.
1500.
4,000.
Nope, just 40.
I'll take the 1,500, thanks. Why does he get... Wait, I was on time last time. No, I was early last time, so I get,
Yeah, but you got like most of the adventure last time, so
So I
that's
should
your
get-
payment.
even more... Fine.
That's your payment. Kelby had to sit in silence for a long time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kelby.
That's okay. I was entranced by Chad's storytelling about the people in the hallway and stuff. That
Aw,
was cool.
stop it.
Guys, where's my, backpack? Of stuff.
The store. They cost a lot.
My blanket.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
It's
I
like,
can hear you now.
what is that? It's crazy.
Chad, I can still hear you.
Oh my god. Alrighty, so for my recap, Vani Nightstrike.
What do you want?
While perusing a
Excuse me,
marketplace
it's Vani
in
Bright
Barad
Eyes?
in whatever, you have like so many
I know.
names.
I'm a rogue. I have to. Part of the
Okay.
business, babe.
Yes, you are correct. So while perusing the forum marketplace, you managed to catch a little bit of thieves' cant inviting members of a shadowy organization to their secret club meeting in the basement of the Temple of Azuth.
It's not a cult, it's a club.
We're club with cloaks. Yes. So you guys managed to find where Jaina Iris was temporarily staying in a room inside the Bastion pub, I guess you could call it. Killed a few assassins, managed to steal some things that they were trying to destroy, including an ivory statue.
I thought it was
Rose.
sorcery.
And a
Was it not?
rose.
Chad!
Oh, wait.
Yeah, what?
I leveled up!
Okay.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna do that right now, because we rested.
What level are you?
I'm 13 now.
How much XP did we get?
We got, yeah, that was just enough to hook me up.
I missed how much we got though.
1500.
Oh, okay.
Continue, Chad. Sorry. Is he talking?
I can't hear.
I can't hear him. Chad, are you talking? Chad, if you're talking, blink. Blink.
Sorry. I pushed to talk, so I can't talk when I type. Yes, so you recovered a couple of artifacts, including an ivory statue and a petrified rose. Also, some documentation leading to believe that there was a teacher there. Anyway, not super important. You guys then followed a few what you believe to be club with cloak members to the Temple of Azuth, where one of the members of the party, the illusory, the Vani, whatever.
Yeah. There you go.
That's the
They
one.
might have seen us if we were in that.
Vani kind of quote unquote stealthily
Well,
infiltrated the
why did they
meeting.
know that we were patrons?
Totally got spotted,
Yep.
and managed to get out with her life. So kudos there.
We would've
Now you
seen
guys
that.
are in Copper's
Yeah, we see it jump
House.
up and disappear.
after getting a full night's rest. You guys set the scene for me. I don't know what you guys want to be doing in the morning.
Waking up. I'm assuming.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
So Copper just came home and he's like, I'm gonna go bed. So
Copper came home very late last night, later than you all did,
Yeah.
with a large bundle of things. He didn't talk much about it, just took up to his room. You all to be expecting a visit from the representative of the city guard at some point soon.
Are we in trouble?
No, we're working with them.
Yay!
Made a deal with one of my contacts.
Oh, okay.
You have contacts?
I've lived in this city for almost 20 years.
Well, I mean, you don't seem. Okay. I'll just-
I'm a fully tenured professor. I better have some contacts here.
Well, I mean, you don't seem to be the man with like all the the spy network. But it's really cool that you
Spy
do. Way
network
to
would
way to
have
get out there,
employees.
man.
Colleagues and employers.
That's a network of people who could potentially spy for you.
Here's the arrangement, though. We are under strict orders from Joan Bloodmane, Lieutenant, I believe. She got an advancement.
So wait, we're
We
under
are
order.
under her orders and her orders alone. She's in charge of the investigations of the Undercity.
So
The only way we can legally have access.
how much did you pay her for this favor?
Paid her our obedience.
See that? I don't know if you can. I'll try.
We're going to a place where there is no one to murder, unless they need to be murdered. and there is nothing to steal.
Unless it needs to be stolen.
No, there shouldn't even be anything down there to be stolen anymore. The
Yeah.
archaeologists have gone through with a fine-toothed comb through that area.
Well, you know, I have my own fine-toothed comb, so I will be
However,
searching.
you will also have a very difficult time getting them past the guards to the Undercity as well. They have magical detectors for objects.
Yeah, but I can I can use magic devices now. So, guys, I woke up
Exhausted.
and I feel like I can use magical devices now.
You feel like what? You can use magical devices now?
Yeah, does anyone have a magical device I could do?
Huh. Sorry, none on me.
Oh. Can I
Grundy, your
borrow?
tummy starts to grumble.
Yeah.
Oh, copper! Wait, copper!
What's funny?
Grundy got a dog. In case you didn't see him.
So I was noticing. I do hope you'll be house training him. I'd rather not be following around with prestidigitation.
Yeah,
Is he low?
he's currently sitting on one of your couches, covering it with fur and drooling out the side of his mouth.
That's a good boy. I go over and like scratches you.
Yes,
A beautiful assortment of biscuits, cheeses,
Welcome.
sausages, all other manner of canned fruits,
You know we
or
bought food.
jarred fruits.
Preserves.
Grundy, if you don't remember last night, we went to the butcher, or at least I did, and purchased food for your companion. Fair enough. I
Well-
just don't know how long it'll keep. It's raw meat. Sounds like a plan. That is a
You
lot of
guys-
sodium, though, for a puppy.
You guys see a very tired Aethys kind of descending the staircase, kind of rubbing his eyes and holding the statue. Oh, Copper, you're here. Lovely. So,
What's that you got
I
there?
don't-
Aethys, can I borrow one of your wands?
no, of course not.
Please?
It was.
What will you
I
give
thought
me?
you were a little fast.
To like hold as a ransom for the time,
Nah.
or just like I just want to see if I can
He
do
walks past you.
it. Can I try to pick his pocket for like a wand as he walks by?
He doesn't wands in his pocket.
Just like
He has a bag of holding.
yeah, I know he has a wand in there.
You can't pickpocket out of a bag of holding.
Yeah, well, can I? Fine.
Okay.
Okay then.
You need me to cover? Yeah. cover.
Anyway,
He's,
Copper,
he's gone.
I have a very sneaking suspicion that this isn't a statue. Kind of like holds up a. Actually, you weren't there at all for that.
What did you all get up to last night?
Not much.
We went to the Sept of Azoth. There's that.
Oh yeah, we did that. And I
Chad, what does Copper know about the sect of Azoth?
It's the out.
Sept of Azoth, it's basically a giant
Not fun.
monument filled with spider webs. Especially in Barad, not a whole lot of people worship the
Not for me.
god of
Not as a
magic,
Mumu.
because
It's
people who
freaking
use magic don't worship gods, and people who worship gods don't really like magic. So he's a pretty unpopular deity. But
But I know it exists. I don't know much else about it.
yeah,
Oh.
it's
So,
kind of just a. Actually, I think you remember hearing that the chair or the council member who went missing was a priest from there.
So, Copper, I more specifically snuck into a meeting of the occult. Who was meeting there?
Good.
And they were the people.
Successfully.
I mean, I'm not dead, so, but I was told that I'm a piece in his game, and I was not a huge fan of that. And also, they are the group responsible for the murder of Jaina Iris, so that's not going to be a fun conversation to have with Sparrow. Now he's going to have a new contact.
So Jaina is dead then.
Jaina is dead to our knowledge.
Well-
Don't let Joan know that at least.
Hold on.
Is this Ava speaking?
Yes.
I thought it was the dog for a second.
I did a detect magic spell on this statue, and it appears to be the product of casting a transmogrifying spell. I cannot dispel magic myself, and this isn't a deity, so I'm having my suspicions.
Wait, can I see it? Can I see it, please?
He
Do you think
just
that
kinda-
Might have any effect on us?
He
Can I
just
see
kind of like looks over at you with a very disdainful glance. Like,
Please.
"Oh,
I feel very
perception check."
different this morning.
Oh.
What is it a statue of?
It's a woman. 30.
Is it the god of magic?
I thought that was a man.
Just don't drop it. And he
I
kind of
won't drop it.
hands it over to you.
Alright. I look at it for a second. I think really, really hard. Use magic device. Does anything happen? Magic.
You sit there awkwardly for a few minutes. Or, no, not a few minutes, but like 40 seconds or so. Nathan's just kind of like, can I have it back now?
I'm trying something. Aethys. Okay.
Not very successfully.
Hey! Patience!
A virtue I've never been quite strong at.
Well, I take a couple steps back. Can I, like, try to... I'm gonna hold it with Mage Hand and just, like, cross my arms
Okay.
and just stare at it. Did anything happen?
I mean, you're holding a mage hand. It's kind of floating, tottering a little bit. It kind of flips upside down.
My Mage Hand is stronger than that! It's been a while since I've used it, so it makes sense. I Mage Handed over to Aethys. I'm just like, alright. No dice.
But he kind of takes it, like looks at you like, ha! I knew you couldn't do anything.
I, like, push him in the face with my
Like, ah!
Stop sassing me.
Alright, so regardless, though, Aethys, what do you think it is then?
At the very least, I don't think it is what it appears to be.
How do you mean?
When I cast my scrying spell to locate Jaina Iris, my vision was cast into the flame, and that's where we found this. When I cast a spell, or
No.
When I
you need to
cast-
push this.
sense magic on
Okay,
it,
get out here, get out
I
here.
learned
Please,
that it
yeah,
came
please,
from
please,
the
Waiting for a
DM for getting
No!
the word for the magic school.
no.
Transmogrify? No, that's not it.
Literally right there.
No! Hold on.
Do, 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 do. Hey.
It appears to have a magical essence, but it's not a magical item with an enchantment. It appears to be the product of a transmutation spell.
I want.
Oh,
That is.
so someone made it using a transmutation cell or
Oh,
spell?
you did?
That's
Okay.
as much as I've
I'm
gathered,
so bad
but
at using that.
I don't know. It's suspicious.
Can I investigate the statue?
Yep. Yeah, so kind of investigating it for standard. You're a tinkerer, so you're familiar with tinkerer's marks, and statue is very, very smooth. There are no mold lines. It's hard to see where anybody applied like a chisel or anything. This doesn't appear to be made by hands.
How peculiar.
What kind of material is it? Or maybe I'll investigate that.
Ivory.
Oh, there's more to come.
It looks like a type of ivory.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure specifically like which type of ivory, because
Okay.
Regardless, it appears to be bone of some sort. Keep that safe, Aethys, then. I don't need my magic effective if you don't have any divine things.
well, I cast greater restoration on it to no effect.
I don't polymorph would have any effect.
Perhaps not.
Its original form was, if it was transfigured. What else did you find last night?
You have to ask Vonnie about that.
Yeah.
Bonnie like just like jumps up. She had her head on the table, like with her hands around a cup of coffee. Bonnie, what?
What else did you discover last night?
About?
Well, perhaps the cult you investigated?
Oh, well, they're scary.
Ooh.
What
Wait,
are
hold
they
on a second, guys.
of?
Well,
There's a
they
second.
didn't say their name because they were all in it and they all knew who they were the cult of. But a big main head guy, he spoke about a holy serpent that was like coming and they needed to cleanse the world. You know, general cult. Oh, we must cleanse the world before our god appears. Bullcrap that I've heard a million times. They use a dialect of ancient Elvish, which, if you remember correctly, which I'm sure you do, was the language that the dragons spoke when we were in Sarkhet. However, they don't anymore. This was in the Sept of Azuth, and he's the god of arcane and magic. Also, they had two big bodyguards, like, they were humanoid-esque. It's too early in the morning. But they were, bigger than normal, and it sounded like they were wearing, like, plate armor underneath their, cloaky things. And they had, like, as they were walking away, there's, like, shadow, misty stuff coming off of them. So.
I just had.
Necrotic.
Go ahead, please.
I just had a kind of a big realization here. Back in that, I think we were at the school, the university, when we got attacked by those, those archers, or I almost died.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Of course.
No, but yes.
When I searched one of the dead bodies of one of the guys who tried to kill me, I found a tiny ivory figurine goddess. Like, I have her right here. Like, take a look at it.
Oh, that's what this was holding. Sorry.
Yeah. And so I pull it out. It looks to be ivory, and it's the same material as that other statue's made out of. So
It's the same
maybe
one.
the two are connected. Is it the same one?
It's the same one. There's only one.
Oh, okay.
Two pieces
Oh,
of the
that's what you're
same
talking about. Oh,
statue.
okay.
Also, Copper, I was gonna say something and then what it was. Oh! No.
Oh, damn it. So I thought that was a different statue I picked up. Damn it.
No, sorry. I thought Aethys had it for some reason.
Yeah, I thought I was the one who had it.
So the whole thing with Aethys was just like,
No,
Damn
it
Bonnie
it
just
happened.
daydreamed.
It could have been me. It could have been me revealing that.
Yeah. It was a combined effort.
Yeah, okay.
I remember
Okay.
Aethys did take
Give
a.
it your moment in the sun.
That's
I've
right.
only-
No, I
I've
had
only
it. Too.
said stuff that Aethys that Sean has actually figured out.
Yeah, okay.
I remember he said that much.
I know.
Wait, my passive perception is 34. Dude, that's dope.
That's not right.
All right. What about that rose you were
Passive
mentioning?
perception is... That makes sense.
What's
The
your
rose?
wisdom?
Oh, the rose? I have the rose. Do you want it? It's like weird and...
I certainly haven't seen it yet.
Ah, here! You should look at it. Nice. I hold it. What does it look like again? It's a rose, right?
Petrified rose.
I don't know what that looks like, Chad. I'm not a college student.
That means
I'm
it's
sorry,
like
Zed.
stone.
It's
It
stone.
used to be a rose, and then it turned into stone.
Could you like...
Okay, so if I look at it, is it similar to what the is it actually like a rock of some sort?
One is stone and one's ivory.
So just through investigation, this looks like it was the result of some sort of like homework assignment or something. Like a lot of people stay in the bastion. This just looks like some
Since bot lane got the tower.
slightly.
It looks like a learning student's transmutation project.
Yeah, but it is the same school.
Oh, I just screwed someone over. I swear! It was on the desk! And it was gone!
They can make another. It's probably inconsequential.
Actually, now that I think about it, it is rather a very similar process. So yeah, they have similarity. Although this is just stone, the other one is ivory, but
Are they?
they have similar characteristics.
So why is the
Like-
statue so small if it's based off of a woman? Did they like shrink her first and then make her a thing, or?
It's entirely possible that if this is a statue of a transfigured individual, that it's able to change in size.
So,
Do you think it's a person?
do you have like an enlargement smell? Could you like smell?
Do you have an enlargement smell?
Could you make the statue bigger? Do you think that would affect anything? Probably not.
I'm an illusionist, not a trans.
Magic? Okay.
It's not
No.
not my area of specialties.
I'm not a conjurer.
Aren't
Master
all
of
magic
You
the same?
replace my magic with that of
Aren't
my
all-
magic of the mind.
I mean, they all look the same. Aren't they all the same?
They all look the same.
Yeah, and they all talk.
Do
the
not
same.
confuse
Pretty
me
much
to
the
be a
same.
conjurer of cheap tricks.
You want to see a card trick? That's the kind of magic I can do. Probably not. Do I even have a deck of cards? Yeah, I do. Nope.
A card trick like this? I pull a card like a card straight out of
Is this your
thin
card?
I take my mage hand and just kind of like flip them off as I grab the card. Yes.
air. That's just because it's illusion.
But you know what? My hand is illusion, so they should be able to touch each other, because they're from the same plane, because magic works that way. Boom!
Bonnie has no idea how magic
My
works.
dear sweet summer child.
No, nope. I hit things for a living. That's the extent of it.
Anyway, I went out and I got a few supplies for our investigations. Let me pull out this map here. We're probably going to be heading this afternoon.
So we are going to the Undercity?
What it sounded like from my contact.
So who's
Joan
your
sounded
friend?
like she was going to send us this morning.
Okay.
Who's your friend?
A shelf that's obviously not
wish,
been
dude.
used for a while.
Someone's at the door.
I will go forth and answer it! Wait, Copper, can I answer the door? This is your house.
But
Okay, I go and answer it.
Oh, I want it. I
You
want
see
it to do it without
A very skinny human man dressed in city garb
Yeah.
clothing,
I open the
just
door
kind of
enough
like
so I can
balding
see
in the
into
back,
it.
and he looks just extremely bored. Letter for Professor Copper Collarbane
A what?
from
Oh, God.
John Blood
Oh,
Main.
that was
A letter?
A letter for the eyes of Professor Copper
I'm sorry.
Collarbane.
Okay, I'll take it. And I slip my hand through
Oh, ma'am. Is Professor Copper Collarbane in residence?
Yes, he lives here. This is his residence.
May I see him?
that is taking an awfully long time to resolve things at the door.
And I have
I
like
walk over to the door.
coming out of it. Copper, there's a man here that's says he has a letter for you, and he won't.
Thank you, Vonnie. I will take you from here.
Okay. He's here, and I just like close it. Step back.
Professor
All doors.
Coppercolobane, here are your licenses, signed and sealed for passage into the Undercity from Dran Bloodmane. You may bring up to 5 associates. That is all. Good day, sir.
Thank you very much. I give him a small tip.
He kind of like raises his hand and just
66.
kind of waves it off. He's like, "No,
Oh, hello.
I work for the good of the Barad.
Guys?
Good day."
Naturally.
Oh, that was sad.
A loyal employee of Barad. What a public servant.
Wow, what a stoic.
I come back in, slitting open the letter.
That man was cheery.
Who if you were a city employee?
No, I would kill myself if I was a city employee.
Unfortunately, they're made of sterner stuff.
Oh. Huzzah.
So I'm
Okay.
guessing. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
It's breaking the red wax seal with the
What?
with the tower
Oh
on
my
it.
god!
I
What?
can't believe you've done this.
Red seal?
It
It suddenly
screams at you.
screams at you.
Anyway,
I
so
didn't mean to do that. I
you
just
you open
wanted
up
to
the
make sure you
parcel,
didn't
kind of unwrapping. It has like a small leather kind
I
of
have no
wrap
damage.
around it. But anyway, it has 5 licenses for 5 explorers permits, basically,
We need to get.
specifically for the scholars hall entrance.
Okay. So there's multiple entrances to the Undercity.
Yes, copper.
There is.
Copper wood,
Let
there's
me
3.
grab this map.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yes.
Let's talk our plans first. Did Joan have any particular notes in the letter, or just the passes?
Hey, babe.
No.
How's it going?
Huh.
Enjoy these passes. Stay safe. Sign whoever sent the thing.
She didn't have an extra note.
So no orders or anything in the letter. I expect we'll meet someone there who will convey anything to us if there is.
Why do we have to meet?
Okay, so I think I showed
We
it to
need to
players,
hear
but Copper's map of the
now.
Undercity is.
Yeah,
I
so
hand
I
out
go
the
to a shelf that's obviously not been used for a while, covered in a bit of dust, and I pull out an older looking scroll. Table with some map weights set on the corners, and unroll it.
Is that a map?
This is a map of the Undercity, specifically the newest section of the Undercity.
It's in the handouts.
The newest section. You've been able to date
Newest
the
and
age of
newest
construction?
Newest
Oh.
excavated, the most recently discovered.
Oh,
Naval
okay.
Base, Eastern quadrant. The Scholar's Hall. That was the most recent entrance discovered to the Undercity. That is known, and they have been much more thoroughly explored. But this region,
Is there any chance we'll be fighting anything? Like, do there monsters down there?
there's always the possibility of creatures that have moved in.
I thought you said
The
security.
city
was
the
fighting.
way it is. Things moving up from the Underdark, bugbears on occasion. I believe we once had a bear owl, an owl bear down there.
The Underdark? Now that
There's
is on my
always
bucket list.
passages from the Underdark,
Hmm.
but usually small things.
That place is on my bucket list, guys. Let's
The Underdark? Yeah.
yeah.
Gotta check that off at some point.
You are welcome to it.
Okay.
I don't speak wait, do I speak Underdark? I speak Undercommon! Woo! And Drac- Dude, I speak
I'm
Underdark.
sorry, did you just whip?
Wrong person.
Whip
No.
no nene?
That would be lame. That would be so lame.
That was
All right.
excellent. Well done.
Are you applauding this behavior or are you condemning it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. valid answer. Shall we?
Well, would you like
Yes.
to at least know a little bit more about the Undercity, or should we just...
No, I think we should just ball.
So-
and-
Could I just get a refresher on what exactly we're looking for?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Well,
way to go, Kelby.
Yeah.
our first site of investigation should be the Stag Sepulchre here.
Sepulcher? Stag Sepulcher.
That was the where my incident occurred.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay?
Be well to revisit the scene of the crime, as it were. After that, I should figure out from Joan where the second disappearance happened.
Are we looking for the hidden library?
I'm not sure what we're looking for.
Okay.
Right on.
Because I think from what I remember, we need a phylactery to separate the High King's soul from his body. Is that what we need to get from the, or we're hoping to
That-
gain from the Undercity?
That is indeed what we're looking for.
Okay. Okay.
Would this phylactery be useful in the separation of the stone?
I couldn't say.
Should we bring the statues with us?
Well, I mean,
Has it been in the bag of holding?
We can put it back into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Give it the statue, it certainly can't be killed.
Right.
you want me to hold it?
If you don't mind, I think I'd like to hold on to it just in case.
Okay.
What
I won't try to steal it from you.
from our knowledge of the world, what does ivory usually come from Berthellium?
Walrus.
Walruses, mammoths,
There's mammoths?
mammoths in the far north. There are traders from like Akerlundian hunters, like Tyra. Yeah. So Tira's people come from Akerland, and there are mammoths up there.
What if we do
So
Varian?
yeah. Anyway, also there's a bit of a trade from Sarket, like southern Sarket.
Do they have elephants there in Southern Circuit?
Yeah.
That's dope. Elephants are cool.
So whatever it is, we can't necessarily narrow it down. Like we couldn't tell. Can we tell walrus from mammoth,
If you want to
or
do,
would that matter?
Tastes.
I mean, if you guys want to do more investigation, roll a nature check or a,
Yeah, probably.
or a
Yeah.
Arcana check.
Got it.
Oh,
Ulrich, I
oh,
think
there's some
you
nature.
should look at- I think that would definitely be the best course of action. Hell.
Okay. Is that everyone who wants to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Grundy, you've explored the far north before, and you've obviously been to Sarket before. And
Yes.
oh right.
Someone
Oh
needs to go back.
man.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You know for certain it's not mammoth ivory. Vani, you have no clue. You almost think it's a stone for some reason.
It's a really pretty quartz.
Yeah. Ulrich.
hmm
I mean, it's too big to be from an antler or from like an elk, which some people make stuff out of.
Okay. Well, I should be able to tell the difference between an antler
Yeah.
and a tusk.
But all in all,
Goddamn.
none of you are able to place it
Okay.
based on natural means. Like it doesn't
Oh.
seem to be characteristic of any.
Avis, did you attempt to dispel magic on this? Just out of curiosity.
No, I don't actually have that spell.
Actually, we should back.
My spellbook here. Well, stand back, everyone, would you? I set it on the center of the floor. And cast.
Was it?
I'm gonna. No, why not do it at my highest level? No, I'll do it at level 5.
Alright, what does it look like when you cast your spell?
I have my hands together and then upward motion with my hand, sparks flying from it, and hopefully, if it's successful, whatever object the sparks mimic that.
All right. So as you cast,
Oh fuck.
Oh shit!
yeah, Copper's casting. Yeah, Copper's casting a spell. He's like,
I
oh
really
fuck.
am sorry.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Sorry. Yeah. So as you feel your arcane magic kind of flowing out of your hand, you see the sparks kind of fly up, and the ivory statuette actually kind of catches with these embers, and it too starts to fly up, and it burns a very, very bright light, like almost like staring at the sun. You'll have to look away for a second. But as you look back, laying on the floor and vomiting is a woman with red hair.
I walk
Oh.
up to the woman. Direct her. Do you have a bowl? Or a
Fast, get her head up.
I like.
Who are
Do
you?
you have any cure
Where
you
am
have
I?
any cure poison with them?
I'm a friend of Sparrow.
Right.
That's good to hear.
He sent me
Do you have a
to.
potion of cure poison? Aethys?
No, I'm not. I haven't been poisoned.
Is everything alright?
I've been packaged.
Packaged?
That never sounds fun.
Who did this to you?
I did. I'm afraid.
Jaina Iris, correct? That's.
So there's a bit of a portrait.
She's beautiful.
I'm afraid I cast the spell. Can't be too cautious. Oh,
You can't be too cautious.
You petrified yourself?
not petrified, packaged.
For transport?
No,
Coming from behind.
If anything.
Did you have
But
any way
first,
of getting
before
out?
I explain myself, who are you and what is your purpose here?
I'm Vonnie Brighteyes. Sparrow sent me a letter in my home.
Can you prove that, please?
You want proof of who I am or the letter?
Just show her the letter, Vonnie.
God, Copper, sit. I show her the letter.
She
It's a colored copper bean.
she
Might have
reaches
mentioned
out.
once.
She reaches out with kind of feverish hands, shaking, clearly weakened from whichever spell she's cast on herself. Kind of grabs the letter and reads over it frantically.
I have all.
That does sound like Sparrow, and he used our seal. Oh, he's never discreet. At least that proves your intent.
Oh, what? I
I left my husband and child. That's not
Sorry,
Are you hungry?
but thank you.
Food?
No, I think I shouldn't eat for a little while.
Ah.
I help guide her to the couch.
So how did you get me here? What happened?
Well, took a while. We tried.
Were you the ones who set off my alarms?
Your alarms?
I was in the bastion conducting a bit of
we had so much CC.
writing. Somebody tripped my alarms. I had been followed. I didn't expect it to be you, though.
I don't believe it was me. We arrived in your room when there were. Copper, how would you describe them?
I certainly didn't see them, but they arrived at the same time as a group of assassins.
Yeah. Ulrich, how would you describe the men that shot you in the neck?
Um,
For the brief instance you were conscious.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I caught a little glimpse of them. They're kind of shadowy figures.
You
And-
killed. Other than dead.
I don't know, can I try to roll something to recall? Because I don't know what they really look like, so...
They were like, they had.
Yeah, okay.
What should I roll?
History check.
Can I
Okay.
roll one too?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
roll
go
one,
go for it. Yeah. Okay.
25.
Yeah. So Ulrich, your check was a little bit higher because you were, you know,
Yeah.
Vani. They appeared. Okay, they didn't look exactly the same as the other cultists, but you could tell they were on the same team type
Yeah.
deal. Like they were wearing similar robes, similar cloak. They were wearing chains around their neck, except these ones had.
I have the
Actually, you guys had. Yeah, you have the necklaces.
I pull them out and show her
Okay, so
as I describe them.
you pull out the amulet of Malakath. No, Cain. Oh man.
Oh, man.
Dude, so many good things today. Okay. You pull out the amulet of Cain.
Woo!
Please be
Tired
dears
PM.
and don't write down that name.
Of Amulet?
The amulet of Cain.
The
Cain.
Amulet of Cain. Right. I will write that down.
Yes. Yes, and they're wearing so dark cloaks, and then a bit of crimson kind of accents. They were wearing them in different areas.
Yeah.
Like one of them kind of had
Oh,
a
right,
sash thing, and then but very very minimalistic, not over the top. Their armor was very well made, but not decorative. They were suited for a purpose and dead set on accomplishing it.
Yeah, I tell her.
And they were human.
Yeah, I tell her
Yeah.
everything. So, I wouldn't have tripped any alarms. I don't trip alarms. However,
You would have tripped mine. I'm very cautious. You don't live as long as I do without being so.
amen. So, why were you being hunted down, and why are you being so cautious? If you don't mind me asking.
That's a long story.
Well, we have a.
Well, do you know who Sparrow is?
Yes.
What he does?
Yes.
Truly.
Yes.
We go back a long ways.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Well, I know
we
his
go
name.
back quite a ways too, but me and him are in share a creed. A creed worth protecting. You see this seal? Do you know what it means? She flips over the letter and, or she flips over. Oh, never mind. Oh man, I'm just messing up all over the place. You guys have a letter from
Thomas.
the room. No, from the room. It's also a handout. I don't know who actually has it.
I don't think I do.
I don't have a. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I have a summon from the High Prince of Qatar, though.
Sparrow or
Oh, the mysterious note with the heart here.
That one, yeah.
Got it. Oh yeah, that thing. A harp. You guys bards?
Not exactly. We are
In a depth tier
harpers.
level?
Interesting.
But that's a long, long, archaic story. Basically, consider us to be a secret creed. Just
I think
want to
it's
protect the world
Twitter.
from itself.
So you guys are like the Avengers.
I'm not sure what that means. I don't go
Yeah.
around killing people, but
Yeah.
equipment. Rumors of you.
but I'm sure you might have. But nonetheless, we are a dying breed, but still clinging to life in whichever manners we can. Now that I think about it, you are Professor Copper Collarbane, are you not?
Am indeed.
You. You are the reason I'm here.
Am I?
Well, a bit of an accident, you caused is the reason why I'm here. If you don't mind.
I'm sure I didn't intend to cause any accident.
That being said, whatever you stirred up has caused quite the commotion in the city. I'm not sure you quite grasp the ramifications of past events, but I suppose I should start at the beginning. After your students disappearing, the Third Council of Barad became curious. Very curious. Curious enough for me to be sent out to the city and take up a teaching gig. One of which I'm very poor at. I'm a very bad teacher. Anyway. Basically, one of the investigations, one of the last, actually the last investigation, involved a certain Giles Everest. He, too, disappeared. At least so they think. Only I followed him. I was following a lead in the new city. I don't know how familiar you are, but there's a shadow plague spreading there. And Giles was there. Shaved head, wearing priest's clothes.
Was he creepy and obnoxious? And ultimately cryptic?
We didn't share words, but
Oh.
I did manage to follow him to the Undercity, and saw enough to have me followed.
What did you see?
What did I see? I was writing it down.
Well, if it's in your notes, I'm afraid they might be on fire. Or
What did what? I don't.
It's
She kind of starts to freeze up a little bit and kind of look around the room a little bit frantically.
Yeah, God.
I'm gonna insight her. 11. Shit.
She's acting very strangely, but you're not sure if it's just a result of the spell or not. Or
What's wrong, darling? You're safe.
I don't remember. I don't remember what I saw.
Did
Rana.
he charm you? Probably.
I don't
'Cause
think so. He noticed me as I was leaving, but
he could have charmed you. That's what he tried on. Same.
I only remembered it was drastic enough for me to run back to the Bastion and start writing a letter.
Stop it.
Do you remember who the letter was to?
There are a few of us left.
Zoe. Stand so. I'm just kidding.
Afraid.
Shadows loom over Newtown. Investigate the plague.
Right, that's why I was sent.
Handwriting.
That's why.
Who's H?
Oh my God! It's
Oh my god!
I'm afraid it's a rather uncreative way of spelling out Harper's, but that wasn't my decision.
oh.
Well, you have a harp seal and you have the H. I'm pretty sure it's not difficult to figure out. So
There's something down there. There's something that wasn't supposed to have been found. That was found. Some door? No. Shadows? Maybe.
well, whatever it is, we're gonna go down and figure it out. So you're welcome to come with us, but I understand if you interested.
Gina,
Yes.
what's in the Undercity?
What's really going on?
Was it anywhere in the Scholars Hall?
That sounds familiar. That's where I left from. That's not where I went down.
Did you find a hidden library?
Hidden library. I think so. Maybe. I remember hidden knowledge. Something.
But not too well. Is there any chance you could lead us there? Or not so much?
You need to rest? You seem unrested.
I think.
Obviously,
I think
someone
I have
wants
to.
her dead.
So we should probably not abandon her. But no one knows we have her, so. And everyone thinks she's dead.
Still full damage.
I
Boy.
remember it was urgent. It was obviously urgent. Can we go back? Can we?
To the Bastion?
No.
Please.
Go back down
Into the Undercity?
The
I don't know.
Undercity?
to Barad Ithel.
I don't know where that is. What is that? How do you spell that?
The Undercity. Barad Ithel. The.
That's its name? The city?
Yes. The.
I spelled it however I wanted to, so you're just gonna have to bear with me on that one.
Well, it's in Elvish, but
You should be fine.
So I should know how to spell it. Okay, cool. Thanks for making me feel bad, chat.
BARAD dash AITHEAEL.
That is not how I spelled it at all.
Baradithiel?
I spelled it
The old Elvish name.
BRITHYL.
Baridithiel?
You know what?
Barad Ithel.
Just,
That's a good name.
Paradithal.
Okay, I remember translating it. It's
Or the
something along
barber.
the lines of tower.
I know.
Tower
I
of
can
the
speak
West.
Elvish, Copper.
No,
Get it?
you certainly can't spell Elvish.
You know what?
Actually, it's a quite fascinating name. It's Tower of the West, but tower's
They're
more
probably
like
gonna be in
lighthouse
order
than tower. No one's
there.
for whatever reason.
Just have the conjugation.
And how do I remember that?
It's, you know,
Oh.
you're a teacher. I'm not even gonna question it.
Transforming yourself into a statue has got to cause some sort of trauma.
Yeah, how did you do that? And can I learn how to do that? Do I want to learn how to do that?
It's a packaging
Some
spell at a high
modified
level.
stone.
Do I look
Um,
like a person that can't cast spells to you?
Yes.
Excuse me. Mage hand. Just waves. I can do things. You have no idea the level of my power.
I think that the fact that you used that to demonstrate I think gives her a very good idea of your level of power.
I can teleport! Rawr. That's all I have to say about that. So, what's the plan? Where are we going? What are we doing? Grundy? What do you make of this?
I'm going back.
Well, I guess the adults were talking.
Roll an animal handling check.
Can I not hear Grundy?
Oh,
What?
He must have just dropped out when he was talking and I couldn't quite hear him.
You can.
You must-
You taught him how to sit. What? Oh, I thought you said you were drilling with your dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, drooling. I thought you said drilling. Like, okay. Never mind. You didn't teach him how to sit.
He sits and then forgets how, and then falls.
Right, well, you look like a strong chap.
You should.
She was talking to me, Grundy.
She kind of walks over to you,
Timo's definitely.
kind of touches your beard slightly. Would you mind?
Woo!
Would you mind taking me down to the Undercity? It's dangerous.
Grundy, down boy.
Jaina,
Jaina,
do you think it's wise to go out in the city?
do you need to borrow a cape and a hood? Because I have one. And I also have an extra pair of clothes. Does she look
Here's
like
what I know.
Or I can provide you with a disguised self.
That would be most useful
Way to
and
fucking
most
one-up me,
most
Copper.
appreciated.
Shit.
But here's what I know. I know that until today, I was alone in this city with
He does so much damage.
an unnumbered host of enemies against me, and now I have multiplied my force by a factor of 5.
6
Sorry.
if you count the dog.
Perhaps that's true. But what I know is that what I saw was urgent enough for someone to send somebody to kill me. If they're that willing to hide it, I think it's something we need to find. I'm willing to sacrifice my own safety. Are you? And she turns and looks right at Grundy.
Anything. Yes. Your eyes are like glaciers in the north.
She kind of like, she raises her hand, like, kind of in front of your face slightly, and like drops it again. So, not like that, like, kind of like anyway, whatever. She pulls away.
I just like look at the dog like, oh god. Man. This is gonna be a fun trip! Woo! Ulrich, you hyped?
I'm hyped.
And at least the walk
She's-
will give us opportunity or time enough for introductions.
You know who I am. And
Alright,
I'm all that
I
matters.
do
And
believe
you
it would
met
be
Grundy.
better though.
This
if
is
you do
Ulrich!
not look yourself.
Hey,
I put my hand on Ulrich's shoulder. This is Ulrich! He's the tall one that does a crap ton of to the hitting things. He got shot in the neck.
yep, that's the gist of it, and that's me.
He's from the north. I'm Vonnie.
I can cast invisibility on myself if you would rather save your spell.
Grundy, you realize that if Copper uses his spell, she's not gonna look the same. Jaina,
I'll let you decide.
if you wish,
As long as you don't think that there'll be any trouble with the city guard.
Jaina,
into
if
the
you wish, you
Undercity.
can. Hey, Copper, you're trying to talk to the woman. Gosh, I have an extra pair of dark city clothes and a hood and a cape if you need it. I always bring extras. In case I vomit all over myself, but you know, I don't generally do that.
And I prestidigitate up the mess on the floor.
The dog mess
Thank you,
or the woman mess?
I'm very, very sorry.
Whichever messes are on my floor.
Just like,
Grundy and Gulfstream currently like.
and Jaina, I like, as he's doing that, I just kind of like poke over my coffee. Oh no! I spilled!
No attention.
Damn it!
He's right here.
Oh, I also have a.
Do what you must, Copper. I am actually rather low on spells.
Understandable.
Do you need to rest?
No, I think we should go.
Okay.
I walk out the door.
Alright.
I follow Ulrich.
I put an extra magical lock on the door as I leave.
Grundy, are you bringing the dog?
So for this time.
in case.
Do you have a leash on that animal? Does he listen to you? Does he? Does he?
Let's go quickly.
If you tell him to do something, will he do it? But everything else?
Yeah, you did.
Thank you. I meant like smart like Grundy. Yeah, you're very smart, Philip, but Grundy, yeah. I think my intelligence is 13, so
Wall.
I'm at 13 as well.
yeah, I'm like, I just realized that.
Which is why I'm the smart one.
Yeah.
I'm the smart one.
We're
But
not
I'm
exactly
the pretty
Mensa.
one. That's all that matters. Okay, Chad, just
You
let
all
me
get
have
into the
my
fight
moment.
squad. I don't.
I need more gold, guys. Sorry.
Alright, are we ready to go to the Undercity?
Yes! Wait.
Yes, I'm on my way.
I'm on
Someone
my way.
better catch up and lead me. Don't know where I'm going.
I catch up and I walk right next to Ulrich. We're just like walking and just aimlessly. Ulrich, you
Yeah.
know where we're going?
Nope, no idea.
Okay, same. It's gonna be fun.
Ulrich and Vani blindly walk out the door.
Thank you.
Jaina's.
Or he's doing something.
Oh, we're here.
That's not the right
A lot
path.
of cultists there.
Walked outside the door, and then all of a sudden,
Walked right into the... Seven.
no.
Sorry, hold on. Trying to
Yeah, we
just-
can take him. Yo, my sneak attack is 76! Please tell me we can fight things so I can hit things really hard.
Oh no, no fighting. No fighting at all.
But Chad... But I just leveled up.
I'm trying to drag my map on.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Was this what you were working on today?
Yeah.
Barad Aethial?
Paradise. Ethelwald.
There you go.
Athelwald.
Ethelwald.
So where are...
Yeah, where are we gonna enter? The scholars' entrance? Or the what?
Scholars Hall.
Playing the map.
Oh, scholars' hall.
All right.
what's
We'll
like-
be entering from the stairs in the Scholars Hall here.
So what's over here?
It's right there.
What's over
Current
here?
aim will be over here in the Stag Sepulchre, the second chamber.
A dungeon exploration.
So I want to explore this entire area. It's like Disneyland. We gotta do every single
You're
ride.
fine.
No!
25. Copy.
Oh.
Hey Copper, can I like have a map?
No.
What?
Part of
Is this
my-
another entrance over here?
No.
No, it just goes.
It's sort of an unknown region.
Says no.
Oh. Okay. Sounds like a good place to go.
Yeah.
Maybe
let's
at
go
some
to the
point.
unknown region.
Maybe at some point.
Ulrich, I'm itching for a fight.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
So,
I'm feeling one.
Ah,
The League of Extraordinary Explorers, along with their new companion, Jaina Iris,
And Gotrek.
and Gotrek.
Don't forget about their trusty dog Gotrek.
Tristida Gotrek. Right, so you guys make your way through the city.
Oh, dear.
No,
Dear gold man.
Meddling kids, and their dumb dog too.
yes. So you make your way. You make your way towards
just take
the
over
central
little
tower
power.
of Barad. Find
Hey, you got it! You got it! Oh, you don't get it!
You got it.
and you guys all kind of you're walking at the base of these huge ancient elven structures that now operate as dormitories and lecture halls and all sorts. Until you find yourself in a small plaza with a bit of a monolith in the center, and to the side of that appears to be a sort of what do they call it?
Holy shit.
I'm losing all sorts of words.
What?
Shit. What?
In a graveyard. In a graveyard, if you have like, what do they call those structures that you can go underground in?
Oh,
Mausoleums?
A mausoleum, yeah. There's kind of a wow. I'm doing great. There's a bit of a mausoleum, in the center of the plaza, and along with it are about six of the mage guard.
Oh god,
And
I don't know what to tell you on that one.
You notice that this location is directly in the center of two golems' path. They kind of walk towards this spot and then turn around and march back further along. The entrance is barred with what appears to be mithril bars, and
Fuck me.
yep.
Can I check the area for traps?
just the plaza. There's civilians walking around. This is just kind of a place like students are walking back and forth, and professors. And
Can I check the area?
there's a bit of a
for,
garden too.
Can I check the area for thieves' camp then?
Make a perception check.
Can I check the area, please? Chad, give me something to check for.
Perception check.
Okay. 20.
20. You. Fine.
Nothing!
Fine.
Let's see. There's not a whole lot of thieves' can't visible.
But it's there. But it's there.
Yeah. Wow.
You
My
had-
improv
you
brain
already
today. It's great.
My brain's always
Thieves
great.
can't or anything in the old city.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a whole lot of thieves' can't. I mean, you recognize a few spots on the walls that have been kind of poorly painted over and hidden behind shrubs, where you think there used to be graffiti.
Guys,
Yeah.
stop using thieves' can't as graffiti. It's not cool. It's a way of communication. Ugh. Amateurs.
But yes, so you reach this mausoleum-esque structure in the middle of the
go in.
plaza with the six guards. As you do, Jaina kind of pulls you to the side.
Me? Who's me?
Well, people, everyone.
All of us.
Oh, okay.
I hope you don't mind, but I think I'm going to go
Yeah,
invisible
sir.
for the next leg of this journey.
So long as you can
Right,
pass the
don't
guards
cry.
that way.
I'll be right behind you.
How can we be sure about that?
She kind of grabs onto the back of Grundy's belt.
Grundy,
feel-
She's
like
got a
how-
good way over for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Grundy,
Oh!
going to have to act casually.
Alright.
Alright,
I'll leave them.
Grundy now has disadvantage with all charisma-based checks, and she goes invisible. Okay.
I walk up to the guards and present our passes.
I try not to look shady.
I'm so sorry.
Professor Carper Collarbane, 5 passes for the Undercity Explorers
it's just-
permit, a couple of mercenaries. He kind of looks over at Grundy, who's blushing as much as he could, as much as a redhead can blush.
My trade's gone.
And,
Which is
Bunny.
a lot.
yeah, it's quite a lot. A
Excuse me,
rather
I'm a
drunk mercenary dwarf.
Maybe if you didn't go
and-
running and die.
I smile at him.
Alright, everything seems to be in order.
Thank you.
Don't get yourselves killed down there, and if you do,
If we do, write down
Stay
everything
down
you
there.
learned. Yes, thank you.
I don't get killed easily, and I,
You
Were
kinda
there
turns
any
around.
groups
I wink at the guard,
expected?
and I say I don't get killed easily, but I do it sexually, so he's attracted, and I walk on.
roll a persuasion check.
Ooh. I don't have someone holding onto my pants, so I don't have disadvantage. Oh, natural 20, boy!
That's our-
Yay! Roll your natural 20 on a attempt to.
Everything seems to be in order.
He looks like
he kind of like
Grundy now.
flushes red. Yeah, he kind of flushes red, turns around really quick, and dispels a arcane lock on the door and kind of pushes it open. Kind of stands to the side sheepishly and kind of like glances at you as you walk past.
I blow him a kiss. Thank you, love.
One thing before we go.
Carry on.
Grundy, I can have fun. I can window shop, but I just can't enter and purchase anything. Relax.
We go. Are there any more groups scheduled to be entering the Undercity today?
Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that you've got a pass. There's
Okay,
been
let's
an extreme shortage of visitors as of late.
Alright, thank you.
Kind of nods you through. As you descend, Copper, you've made this trip before.
Try and
Under
I cast Mage Light, or not Mage Light, not Dancing Lights. What is my light spell? My cantrip. My light cantrip.
yeah, okay.
Words.
oh,
Dancing
you
Lights.
see it, Timo? You see Timo?
For whatever reason, Aethys isn't here. Whatever. There's a legit reason why he's not here.
He's playing with Honor. He's teaching Honor how to sit.
Maybe potty training?
no.
Yeah, potty training Honor.
He's
He
just-
keeps going in his cloak.
He's just. Yeah, he has a cold.
I was gonna
Can't go adventuring
kill
today.
myself, that didn't work.
But
But
yes.
Caleb. I was like,
So
please
Copper,
stop,
you made
please
this
stop,
trip
please stop.
before, under better or worse circumstances, and it's kind of nagging at the back of your head. The last trip you made, kind of descending the same marble steps, kind of spiraling down and down and down into the depths.
The fact that he can block
Until finally you guys reach a long, wide hallway.
Right there?
Yes, long, wide hallway, right about here.
yeah.
As we reach the bottom of the stairs,
I want to check for
pull out one of the
traps.
scrolls I brought with me.
Can I check for traps?
Just a scroll of alarm.
Checking for traps.
Okay.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna take a look
Is
at
that perception or
taking my surroundings.
Investigation.
There's no one who
investigation? Is that what you said?
I'm
Okay.
investigating.
Well, I'm checking for
Oh.
traps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lonnie's investigating.
Oh, Timo!
Or-
Timo!
yeah. Okay.
I'm
um.
like staring at the ground as we walk.
I'm just observing where we are.
Copper,
Just looking
you
around.
cast. You
Where
use
is
your
he?
spell to cast an alarm.
You guys, he could be invisible.
Unwanted intrusion.
Philip!
Door, window, or
As you know.
Hella stealth.
Not be caught by surprise.
Very good to know.
Let's take the star.
All right. So as you guys enter this wide
Oh no!
marble staircase, it's very, very dark, save for the arcane lights that Copper cast, and soon to be followed by Jaina's own lights. She kind of dispels her invisibility spell and lets go of Grundy's
I
belt.
was
She
about to
said,
say, like, oh.
"Thank you, dear. You were lovely."
You were lovely.
Yeah. It's good music.
Well, Vani,
Damn it!
not to be pushing my boundaries, but you seem to be someone who's good at locating traps. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe we should look for some.
He flashed.
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Auric, as you're kind of gazing on,
That's
this is
Mhm.
this is bringing back memories of a
No,
cave
listen.
full of spiders, an entire party who died, and 4 days without food.
And then
Oof.
I found you!
Yes. Basically where you were found.
Yeah.
I grab Ulrich's hand. Don't worry. I'll find you again.
So as you're passing through just the ancient landscape of this,
Mhm.
this underground, these underground ruins. Yes, Copper,
Yeah.
we get it.
Doop, doop, doop.
Doop.
Making sure we all know our routes, thank you.
I mean,
Yes.
Vonnie was planning on going like this.
Anyway, you pass through the beautifully wow, okay. God damn it, guys.
Oh god, that was so
The
bad.
beautifully crafted elven architecture, which suddenly turn. Guys.
What? What are you talking about? That's my route.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Punish the shit.
Yeah, Dad, punish us. Punish us, Dad.
You've been naughty.
Yeah.
You deserve a spanking.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Alright.
not doing this on the internet.
Alrighty, so you exit the beautifully crafted elven architecture, the hallway, you know, the colonnades, the
Deleted
all
my
of that.
minute.
Okay, so Ulrich made a very good investigation check. Kind of looking on the side of the walls. It's like the floor is marble, the pediments, the columns are all marble, beautifully crafted, all that. But the walls are painted
No.
in a very,
Black.
very ancient style of art,
I
which
get it on that
is
farm.
A fresco.
frescoes. Yes, a lot of them.
Ooh.
A lot of them have kind of dried out and cracked in areas, especially with kind of the condensation leaking in.
Shit.
Yeah.
But you do notice a few sections.
Oh my.
There
God.
appears to be a
Yeah,
lot of
me and my
murals
back.
of
Get out here.
a beautiful goddess, elven goddess, dressed in white and gold with kind of like an aura of light emanating around her.
I lean over to Ulrich. That
Mhm.
was based roughly on me.
On you, huh?
I'm that old.
The resemblance is uncanny.
I know.
And you also recognize a very ancient symbol, one that you actually roll a history check.
Me?
Anyway, I can.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, not bad.
Hey, natural
Yeah.
20.
You do not want
So-
to be in there.
Hey.
You're a bit surprised to see it here because it's a very prominent iconography of Nordlanders, which is turned into bracelets. But basically, it's a circular type of design, a lot prettier than you're used to, as it's elven. But
Yeah.
it's of 3 dragons,
You
each
know how you
in a
play
circle, kind of swallowing each other's tails, forming a
Oh,
circle.
nothing.
Okay.
One
Yeah, there's nothing.
one is black, one is white or metallic, not quite sure. And the other one is a kind of gray.
Okay.
But it's usually held in conjunction with kind of just the ideas of time and
Hmm.
the
God
cyclical
dang it.
nature of life.
Right.
Dang it, time.
Aruros, sort of. Aruros.
Ouroboros.
Aruberos. Yeah.
Oh my
Ouroboros.
god.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, so after a bit of meandering, you guys enter the large caverns, and underneath the extremely massive ancient gateways of the Ideal Gates, which are actually kind of
That's true.
very
You
reminiscent
can stun
of
them, I keep on
aqueducts,
killing
just
them.
extremely high, reaching up to the ceiling. Copper, you lead
We're
the
down
way.
here.
Yep. Okay,
Are
so
there
you
any
lead the
large
way.
fungus around for the harvest for ingredients?
Okay.
Ooh, I'm checking for traps.
You are checking for traps.
Do I need to roll again?
What did you roll in the first place?
I'm rolling again.
Nope. What you,
It's a
You rolled a
new
9?
trap checking area.
you rolled a 9.
I rolled 10.
You rolled a 10.
It says
Cool.
so right there.
Yes, yes,
Right underneath my natural 20 on the history check that I rolled for
Nor-
Ulrich's thing.
Nor Lowy.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know the same thing.
No, I was like, wow, hey
Oh,
Ulrich,
shit,
you know
shit,
about
shit,
that?
shit,
And Ulrich's
shit.
like, hell yeah, man. I'm like, woo,
yeah,
bros.
yeah, I know about that.
High five.
Yeah.
Yes. Grundy, you're happy to be underground again.
Like,
I'm acting.
Too preoccupied worrying.
Or
Oh,
you
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
you have the dog on one side and you're just on the other and you just got your hammer out, like,
What does Grundy's small talk look like?
yeah, let's hear the small talk. Yeah. So, come here often?
I mean, she's quiet, but I mean, you probably don't care.
You should tell her about your whole life. Did she hear any of this?
Hopefully not.
With your passive perception, you can see that she does notice him, but she's like playing it off pretty well that she doesn't notice him.
I'm gonna come walk on the other side of Jaina. how long have you known Pharaoh?
Okay, so as we were having this conversation, what is the marching order?
I'm next to Jaina and Grundy, apparently. I don't know where they are.
So Copper, you're in front.
I think I'm more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who's in front?
Oh god.
I'm next to Jaina.
I'm dead.
Okay, so who's in front?
So, Ulrich,
I'll be in front.
yeah, man, way to take charge again.
To the front, I'm right behind Ulrich.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
getting directions from Copper probably.
You're also having a very, very hard time just seeing under here. Like after you left the hallway, it's extremely
So yeah,
dark.
I have
has
some night
light.
vision from my belt of Dwarvenkind, but still can't see well.
Yeah, actually, Copper, you notice that too.
It's darker than normal.
It's darker than normal. Usually, there's more kind of like arcane lights and stuff. And actually,
Okay.
as you're walking through the main cavern, there are a few large
We need you
arcane
there,
light
Logan.
sources, but they suddenly all pulse out for about 30 seconds,
Doesn't matter. We need you there.
and then they come back on.
Up.
Kind of
That's
slowly burst.
Freeze for a moment.
I do too.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
keep
lose
walking. I have dark vision.
You also feel
We're going to.
make an Arcana check.
Anybody?
Who?
I was
Me?
about to say.
I'll do it. I'm arcane.
I'll probably let's see how I can get. Ooh,
8.
got higher than the Arcaners.
Yeah, so sensing arcane is almost like feeling just kinetic electricity, or just kinetic electricity in the air, like static.
Okay.
I'll get by.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Getting the heebie-jeebies.
yeah, it's a weird feeling. It's like static electricity, just kind of energy, but it does feel like just having the heebie-jeebies too.
Yeah.
But when the lights go off, that feeling goes away, Ulrich. And then when they come back on, it pulses back on.
Where are the lights shining from?
There are a few kind of standing, like they're glowing balls of arcane
my
energy,
God.
and they're all kind of seated on top of metal braziers.
Uh-huh.
I got hit by.
They're kind of thrown out throughout the
Don't
cavern.
kill that. Don't kill.
Is there any kind of regularity or pattern to their switching on and off?
It only happened once.
Oh, that was only once. Okay.
It was a one-time thing, man.
Yeah.
We're very close to a ley line down here.
Is that what's feeding them energy or something?
Is
It
that why they
feeds
built
the
this
whole
place?
city, yes. That's why the golems can walk.
What happens when the ley lines like go out or run out of energy?
Do they?
Oh, do they do that?
Very disconcerting.
Fuck team mushrooms,
If
man.
the ley lines run out
Okay.
of energy, I don't actually know. That's a good question.
Don't know how ley lines work. I guess.
A little scary.
But that being
Remind me not to be anywhere near magic when that happens.
that being
They're
said,
natural channels of magic.
So when
Sort
they
of
go
the-
out, is it like everyone's magic goes out? Do you feed from
More like it's as if someone just cut off a dam for a moment.
that? A moment or?
well, nevertheless, we're here.
Guys.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
So where are
Yes.
we right now, Chad? Are we
Yeah.
roughly
Where is here?
Whatever. Is
Where?
question.
Yeah,
Here?
you're- okay, so Ashley says that you all kind of look up after
Oh
being
god.
slightly distracted by the happenings. You guys are standing in a large, roughly kind of hewn cylindrical room that raises up into a dome-like ceiling. Except, so you can see the ceiling.
Right there? Yeah.
You can see the ceiling all the way up, but there are partial walls that raise almost to the ceiling, but don't quite touch it. And they're all kind of arranged. They're arranged almost like a Stonehenge-like pattern, just with the pillars. Anyway, in
Uh-huh.
very circular form. As you walk in,
Fuck.
once
team
again, you
mushrooms.
feel
Oh my
you feel all
god.
of the arcane energy kind of
Oh my God.
leave.
I
Oh my god.
give up.
And the lights go out. Even Copper's light.
Wait,
And
I
Jana's
need to use
light.
this. I need to use this guy.
Yeah, I light a torch immediately. I just whip it out and torch.
I'd like to cast another alarm spell on this entranceway.
Okay. You attempt to, but nothing happens.
I panic and pull out my bow and just try to shoot the
Nice.
wall.
Oh
Copper,
god.
did this happen when you were here before?
This. Definitely wrong.
The lights?
Guys,
Do you
I'm
all-
dead.
Do people have torches? I can't cast any spells.
I have one. I have it lit. I'm holding a torch.
I take out one of
I
my
I have 2 extras.
starters.
Where's my binder? Back.
How do you even light a torch without casting spells? What?
Well,
I have a
it's called
tinderbox.
flint
I have
and
a tinderbox.
steel. Yeah.
So
Uh,
I'll light them with my tinderbox.
Okay,
Yeah,
make an
I have-
investigation check as you're trying to find it in your backpack in the dark.
Bag of holding, torch, boop, tinderbox, flint and steel, boop. Got it.
Okay.
Sweet.
I think we got it.
I'm gonna do another
I got
Arcana
torches.
check just to see if there's.
I hand
Okay.
Ulrich. I hand Ulrich a
It's up to
torch.
16.
Okay, I light it.
Well, it's lit.
Oh,
Just light it twice.
I'm gonna light it again. I want my own light.
Light it again.
I don't know.
It doesn't
Get him!
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
¿Dónde está?
You're like, "Ooh."
El Torcho.
Wait, his dwarven hammer doesn't work?
No, neither does your bow.
Okay, I sit on the second
Thinking
and I
quickly,
just
I
like
pull
cry.
out
Well, we're fucked.
Chad, thinking quickly, I pull out my spool of wire,
Okay.
Yeah, I have 10
get
torches.
across the
so
doorway. Just
I-
in case.
I have a
Domination
torch. I
Okay.
hand Jaina a torch, Ulrich a torch. Copper, do you want one?
I have my fire starters.
I
They'll
have
work.
fire starters.
Jaina pulls out a little dagger. You're like, it's been a while since I've had to use this.
Do you need a weapon?
Hate this feeling.
I don't think
like
anybody's
a child
weapons
again.
will do what they expect.
Well, I have plain boring weapons. Wait a minute, I want to try something. Grundy,
Yep.
can I punch you in the face? It'll make you look tough. Okay, so I want to try using my fire bracers. So
Okay.
To punch him on him?
I just
Wait, you have
want to
fire
see.
bracers?
Yeah. They just do like
What are
just
your
do an
fire
extra-
bracers?
we bought them like a while ago. It's like I want something so if I have to punch someone, if I'm without my
Fire
weapon, I
bracers.
want to do extra damage.
Girl, you have archery bracers? You
I
only
didn't
have
know if
one
you
thing
needed help. I
in
was
one
just-
I don't have
slot.
archery bracers.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I've never
Wait,
had
what?
archery bracers.
Yeah, you do.
No, Chad,
I'm
I
trying
don't.
to
I
just-
have fire bracers.
No, we gave you archery bracers, but it's
No,
okay.
I don't.
It's fine. It's fine.
If I had them, I would. Okay. Well, I haven't.
Regardless, you punch Grundy in the face, and
Does it
it's
do fire
a cold
damage?
punch. But I mean, roll a strength check.
Oh Christ! If I'm about to break my wrist, I'm gonna laugh. So.
You actually miss, but your fist, doesn't. Yeah,
You
your
could
fist
too, you
doesn't
did.
catch on fire, and it kind of cracks your knuckles when you punch him in the nose.
Oh my God! Grindy, why is your face? Don't-
Alright, quiet.
Okay,
Take along the
so
wall here.
setting up kind of a. Jaina gives you a silver bell to put on your
She might
little
know. Yeah.
fishing line trap alarm thing.
Oh, do I need to set a trap alarm thing? Because I can do that.
In case.
We're gonna
I
set
don't
it
wanna
right
be
here.
on the dark.
Oh my gosh, you guys, no magic in a dark cave?
No
This is
magic.
a rogue's paradise. Let's do this. I like put my hood up and I stealth. And I sneak ahead ahead
Your
of the
cloak-
group.
Oh god.
Doesn't do anything.
Because you're in the dark already?
Don't you feel that?
Oh god.
Yeah, I feel it.
As
but
you're-
I just
as
don't know
you're-
what to make of it.
Yeah, as you guys are kind of like sitting here realizing it, like okay, nothing magical on your person's works at all in this.
So our
Oh.
bag of holding is obsolete.
Oh shoot, that's actually a good point. You reached into the bag of holding to get out your fire starter and your torches, and it didn't work.
Oh.
I had to say something, guys. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. No, I have a tinderbox in my explorer's pack, so we're good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I
You're good.
have an
We're good,
explorer's
we're
pack
good.
too.
Good old fashioned
Go for
Ulrich
super
for the win.
ninja.
Yeah. Classic.
Wait,
Yeah,
I have
no.
an explorer's
Well,
pack too.
unfortunately, the bags of holding have their own magic, so they don't
Yeah.
lose their weight carrying abilities.
Turning
It's
off
just you
magic
can't
won't
you
stop
can't
cold
access
steel.
the inventory inside of them when you're in. I mean, currently. Right.
Well,
Oh, that
I
means-
can't teleport. I can't hit things with fire. I can't
Oh.
access anything in my bag of holding.
So I mean, I can't activate my tattoo to gain tempered
Yep.
guard. Right? Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah, and can't use charges on my sword of life and stealing.
Can I? Does my
Well, not
poison
life stealing,
dagger
but-
work?
Damn it, my GA popped.
Yeah, right. Damn it.
All right.
So my.
Nothing.
I'm
Nothing
assuming-
magical works.
Well, it's a good thing I have my trusty longbow and my rapier.
You have your longbow. I feel like you wouldn't have your longbow just on you on your back
I
when you
mean,
have the
it's not
field.
much we can do.
Yeah.
I have. The
Yeah,
field,
everyone have
though.
both bows.
The field doesn't work.
Plus, you
Is
haven't
my
bought.
bag of holding
You
just
haven't
a
bought
bag?
arrows in like 2 years, so you're out, girl.
You want
Um,
No, looks like we're doing a hand-to-hand, guys. I just,
I've
like,
still got
awkwardly-
my
I awkwardly
Dwarven
look at
Thunderer.
my rapier.
All
My
right.
crossbow.
So,
Wait, Lowry's here.
regardless, I
And
feel
my
a bit
axe.
neutered, but shall we move forward?
Yes, I
Quiet
would like
forward.
to stealth ahead 30 feet and just like check for chaps along the way and like
Are you using?
Wait,
a
Lowry's
torch?
near.
no.
Okay, so you only
I
can
have-
see about 30 feet in front of you.
Yeah, I know, but I move ahead 30 feet and I like
It's how far is dark vision?
dark vision is
6 feet.
Okay, so if you
60
have
feet
dark
is- okay.
vision,
6 feet. It's 60 feet in low light and 30 feet in like darkness.
okay, yeah. So you guys all can see 30 feet,
Except they have
and
torches.
then I think
Except me, because my belt went off, right? So I have no dark vision.
yeah,
Or
Yeah.
Ulrich.
So I want to
Except I lit a torch.
I want to.
and torches
I
I
want to
think
get
only
out
have
of their
visibility of
torchlight
like
ring.
40 feet.
Okay.
Okay,
I want to
So
be
you're
out of
moving
their
forward.
torchlight ring.
you're moving forward,
Yeah.
and it's a very very uncomfortable feeling because you
Guys,
feel like
need
you're
help,
stealth,
need help,
but
need
you
help.
also realize that you can't see anything else in this chamber.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna roll
This
stealth
thing
anyway.
is
Because it's dark. So
Oops.
29 for my
is
stealth.
that minus your magical whatevers?
No, I
Do you
didn't.
get
My magical.
bonuses
Okay,
from
my
anything?
magical. So my cloak of the bat gives me advantage on stealth rolls, and
Okay.
I have
Uh,
plus 15 to stealth, and that's just from being me.
Did you roll advantage or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool.
I haven't been rolling advantage on stealth for a long time because usually my
GG.
stealth rolls are just good.
Okay, so moving forward through the chamber, kind of like keeping your eyes low to look for traps and all that. Roll an investigation check.
Just Bonnie or all of us?
Well,
Bonnie
I'm
kinda
moving ahead
just
of all of you.
scouting. What are the rest of you? What are the rest of you guys doing? So I can kind of compartmentalize things.
Yeah, I'm just-
Following somewhere behind Bonnie.
Okay.
I'm walking forwards. Are there any loose pieces of like rock or marble on the ground?
Looks like they're coming up.
Not really. There are kind of loose. There's bits from the fresco on the ceiling that have fallen off and fallen to the
Yeah.
ground, but there aren't really rocks and pebbles necessarily.
I was
It's
just
a bit
wondering if there's some small stuff that I want to pick up a chunk of something and throw it as far as I can, just
Oh,
to
okay.
get
Yeah,
a sense of how big this place
You
is.
hit me.
Yeah, I'd say
I'm
you
gonna
could find
laugh
a
so
pebble.
hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very weird construction in here. It's like the floor is very, very smooth, like covered with a little bit of debris, and then like
Throw it.
the structures are crafted and they're dilapidated with like literally
Oops. Yeah.
You
hundreds and
probably
hundreds of
punched the
years.
wall and a bunch of rocks.
But then the external
That, yeah.
look like they've been carved directly from like stone. So
Okay.
there's like very smooth floor, and then ceiling is just hewn stone.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah. So you pick up a pebble and you hurl it. Yeah, I don't.
I kind of like.
What did that sound like? Like it hit a wall, or just skidded across the ground?
You hear it kind of click, clack, click, click, just hitting across the smooth stone floor, and eventually it hits the end of the. Actually, would it?
How big is this place? About 25 feet?
No. Okay, so each one of these little squares is 20 feet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, right, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right. Maybe we should.
Yeah, I could
Anyway,
hit
it
the other
feels
wall.
like feels like a pretty big room, but yeah, you hear it smack across the other side, and you hear it echoing through the room.
I
Okay.
kind of like angrily whisper, yell at Ulrich. Ulrich! Don't do
I've-
that!
I find another
So
rock
throwing-
and throw another.
Totally throwing off your stealth, and you feel yourself run into something, just kind of at your waist almost, and you
You
almost
gotta
fall over the top of
Or
it,
you
Bonnie.
Do I hit my knees on it or whatever?
leak spell.
Yeah,
and
It's
try
a
to go
solid-
through
it's a solid
walls
thing
so you can go farther.
made of
I-
stone. It's a bit of a
That's how
My
what
breath.
Brent does.
It's a bit of a
Facing it,
dais,
so
just at the center of the room.
I'm gonna like stand there and wait for the party to catch up, and like before they get 5 feet in front of me, I'm just gonna be like, guys, there's a thing, don't hit it.
Do we walk up?
Walking up to
I'm
the...
assuming you catch up to me.
So, Copper, in your memory, you see a black iron helmet sitting on the dais, and your students all splayed out around you on
No,
the
this is
floor.
good. I like it.
Can I like reach up and like touch it? Like
There's still some dark spots on the floor, too.
There's nothing there. It's an empty room. It just... As you reach out and put your hand over the dais, you feel something pulling you.
me or Copper?
You.
Is it like a hand pulling me, or is it like gravity pulling?
Feels like being pulled with like a strong
good.
current.
I feel like I'm being pulled with a strong
Make a strength
current.
saving throw.
Can I say that before?
Kind of.
Help!
Guys,
I'm being
Guys, something's
pulled by a
pulling me.
strong current.
something's pulling me. Something's pulling me. I feel pulled.
You suffer 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning damage, but you fall back and kind of fall back on your ass, kind of on the marble floor,
So,
and there's nothing
I'm
on
gonna
it.
be curious again.
What?
So
23
I'm
points of bludgeoning
show
damage.
roll.
God damn it, Chad.
There's nothing on the podium, on the dais at all.
Huh?
I run over to her. I guess I hear the noise. With sword drawn.
You hear me
What?
curse.
What happened, Vonnie? Did someone attack you?
Something. Fuck. I hate magic or whatever the shit this is. No offense. Something pulled me and I hit, and I got hit with something. It felt like I was getting pulled, and then I got hit with something, like
From what direction did it get hit?
from the. I'm assuming from the front of the dice.
Okay, well, I can figure out what direction that is.
I can't hear Chad. He's not pushing.
It didn't feel like something hit you. You were reaching your hand over the dais to just kind of feel it, and as you did, you felt the strong, strong current pulling you in, but you managed to pull yourself out, and as you did, just like
Flew backwards.
it basically was like popping all of the joints in your body or in your arm, and very painful because you're like literally it's like
Yeah.
Or I can
a tug of
say-
war, basically
Yeah,
trying
I-
not to get pulled into something.
I can see how that is. Yeah, that was unfun. And
Okay. Guess we don't touch that thing.
I mean, I would touch it, but I don't know where it's going. Like, you know what I mean?
Can I investigate
put- I'm gonna put my hand back. And see where it's pulling me.
I want to investigate the pulling.
I'm gonna put my hand on it, investigate.
Investigating the pulling.
And I'm gonna let it pull
Yeah.
me.
I don't know if it's something you could quite do like that. You walk closer to the podium, and as you do, like each step, it's like getting, it's like it's like getting close, walking closer to a waterfall.
No.
Yeah.
Deal. But
Hey
there's
guys,
no
I'm gonna
wind.
walk into this. And I walk.
What?
This thing that's pulling, I want to see where it's going. I like.
Are we
walk.
standing on an open
Wait,
plaza thing? I mean,
Ulrich, do you have any rope?
I do have rope.
Okay, I'm gonna tie it. Can I have it? I'm gonna tie it around my waist. I'm gonna walk into this thing, and if I die, pull me out.
Okay, just a second. Oh, I'm gonna tie it partially around one of these columns.
Okay.
If I can, are those two?
Item into there, maybe a rock or something.
Yeah, to a column or a rock. I'll look for that, I guess. And tie my
No,
rope to it.
I pick up a rock from the floor
Uh-huh.
and I try to toss it across the plinth.
Can't hear Chad.
You throw it past the dais a little bit, but then the stone's path just gets pulled into it, and like a strong orbit almost, until it hits something in the middle and just rings out like you hit it against a metal pole, and then blows apart into little dust and shards of stone before it gets completely crushed and turns invisible and is gone.
Damn, are you
So
sure you want to
not-
go into that?
That-
Okay.
I mean, I kind of want to just see what's in there, but at the same time,
I would
I'm gonna
highly discourage you from doing that, Bonnie.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. I untie the rope. Never mind.
I'd like to do a Arcana check on this.
Oh.
Ooh,
Apparently,
natural.
I could have done more damage.
That's not the music. Oh, sorry.
music just got darker. Thank you.
I know. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. That's my music. Yes. So you know that you'd be able to feel something, but this room is just still. Like, there's no
Would I know that
vibration.
if-
There's
if
no
this-
tingling.
Is this what might be draining the magic? Do I kind of figure that out? What's pulling the magic to this place? Or
You can. It's a bit more of a theory, an unproven theory. Like, there's no. You can't.
it gives me an idea that this might be what's causing this blackout of magic.
Yeah. There's no way that you can really prove it, because you can't feel kind of the tingle of, you can't feel the presence of magic in this room.
But it's not like there's a physical force near, like a wind whirlpool or something
Right.
like that.
Right.
So it's something ethereal doing this.
Yes.
But we can't see any evidence of where it's propagating from, just the feeling, the direction
It's right over the top
of which
it.
it's coming from. Above us? Or
No, okay, so there's the dais, like a little kind of stand thing in the middle of the room, made out of just very smooth marble. It's actually black marble. But then about a foot off the top is where you kind of feel the most of the pull. You don't see anything there.
Okay. Great.
Jana?
I didn't come in this room before.
What should we do?
Walk away from it.
Nothing at the moment. Chambers. I know there's a few on my map.
Which one? This one? That one?
There's more than one, yeah.
That's something. How much? Okay, yeah, let's go up there.
You're gonna steal my blue.
As you start walking away, you feel
You're gonna steal
you
it.
feel just kind of like the air pressure change, and your eardrums all kind of pop, and you have to
Wait.
yawn a little bit. But then, as it does,
Okay, well then.
the room starts to illuminate slowly at first, until it's kind of a dull blue glow all over. The spells begin to reactivate. Grundy's hammer lights up immediately in his hand without him really realizing it. It's like,
Bethiel just shoots at the wall. Because I had tried to do that before.
yeah, you see this blue ethereal arrow fly right past Ulrich's head.
Oh, now it works! Sorry, Ulrich.
Did you do something? I didn't.
Be on your guard.
Yeah.
the chamber, or is it still empty?
You're
What?
not it.
Or have we gone in the chamber yet?
That we're in. Do
Okay.
we see anybody else here, or
No, you don't see or hear anything. Just the echoing of footsteps, and I mean your footsteps. Also, Copper, you hear a ringing in the back of your ear, like. And you think it's your alarm spell?
Copper, you
Ma'am.
okay?
someone came through the main door?
Okay, could that be the city guards or someone? Did they come down here?
Lurch. We may have company.
Alright, well, I pull out my bow.
Let's
I
go to
will
that top
stealth
chamber
into-
first, then. I think we'll
Let's
shoot
go to the
that
top
here.
chamber. It'll be a little while till they get here, but we should probably prepare. I mean, it's only like a couple 100 feet away, I guess.
Yes, it's not that
So
far.
20 feet.
Okay, so you quickly exit to the top side room. This room, Copper, through your research, it's kind of hard to tell now from what remains in the room that hasn't been kind of pulled out by the archaeologists, but there's a couple of stone tables, and this used to be kind
it's
of
not gonna work.
just an antechamber, almost a living space for high-ish ranking individuals. The other
I don't
the other
know what this is,
rooms
so
contained
that's true.
kind of like very disheveled magical artifacts, like crystals that had charged energy, but no one was ever really able to discern the reason for them. But everything's kind of empty now. But anyway, you exit into the side room
Watch
and kind
out.
of
Oh,
sit huddled up against the wall. Jane, everybody huddle up. I have a bit of a spell that might help. She casts a spell. Grundy, you're kind of in the middle of the huddle, like right next to her stomach. She casts a spell. And you feel it settle over everyone. That should prevent them from scrying on us anyway.
Thank you. And that should at least give us a little advantage.
Should we go explore another room or just wait for them to come? If
How
we don't know
bright-
if they're coming here.
Chad,
Yes?
how bright is it? Because you said
Here?
the lights in the background? Yeah,
The light was kind of in the center of the room. Out in here, it's
pretty dark
very,
corners.
very dark. Yeah,
It's still really dark, but it started to light up in the middle of the room.
Good, that means there's dark corners I can hide in. Yay! Dark, I like dark.
You hear
Well, he's
a
on your
distant
blood,
scraping
not
of
necessarily.
metal armor against stone, but not many. Only one or two sources, and a few
I'd
other
like-
individuals.
I'd like to find a dark corner where I could see if they're coming. Can I hide?
But as soon as the sound
Yeah, he's gonna
was
die, dude.
detectable, it passes.
He used ult, so he actually.
So they
But
went
very,
past us?
very far away. This is only because you have like a stupid passive
But I'm
perception.
still not that.
It's quite far away.
You
But
can
the
hear them
rest
from
of
way
the-
over. Way over there, maybe.
Well, it's more likely they're across
Dun
the
dun
hall
dun
there.
dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Right, well, I'm not seeing anything valuable in here.
Well, you said there wouldn't be anything valuable.
Best keep money.
I think we should wait here for our new friends.
I don't think they're coming.
Coming this way.
Ah, wait.
They might be.
Okay,
Do we hear
out.
that?
Yeah, both of you reverse those.
Yeah, so Copper,
Actually,
you're kind of
just
deaf
let-
to this
just
noise
let
after
them
living
go.
with it for about 20 years, but
They'll do
everyone
remote.
else, you quickly recognize it to be the sound of Gollum kind of walking through the cavern outside.
Copper, should I shoot at it?
No,
We can't see it yet.
It's docile.
How do you know that?
Nothing's entering this chamber.
I'll enter this hallway. If you want, we can go look at it.
Yeah, I'd like to stealthily stealth out and stealthily look at it stealthily. 25.
Alright, well, as we leave this chamber, I pick up my small wire and bell again.
Okay, so grabbing the little ringer so it doesn't make a sound. Gonna pick up the trap. Yeah, you get it back. Okay, so what's the order going forward?
Where are we going? Are we
I
going?
think back to the
You guys want to go back to the Scholars Hall? What are you talking about? I thought we were waiting here.
back to the promenade, and then I think down to this direction. I think that might be our next location. I think
Okay. So was it the golem that tripped the wire? We don't know that, I guess.
we'll be able to get down that stairwell.
I thought. Well, I was just wondering if he was in here
There are
in the
native
first place.
golems that live down here.
What?
There are quote unquote native golems that live down.
Okay, so that's what I was
These
thinking.
are
They hostile native golems?
Nobody's ended up crushed in like 30 years, so you're good.
Damn it.
not since the first expedition to this region.
Copper, I want to hit
It
something.
happens accidentally sometimes. They don't really stop. They just keep walking on their path.
So someone who's not like paying attention will just accidentally get stepped on.
Accidents happen.
Automated workers. They keep the place in maintenance.
They keep, but do they keep the Undercity in maintenance? Seem too well maintained.
There's always a few, but it's sort of a race against time for them, I suppose.
That's
The more
kinda
years
sad.
go by, the fewer that are active.
A dying race trying to maintain their dying home, I'm afraid.
That's really sad.
Some of us are only still active because we take good care of them.
Guys, do you know how sad that is? Little robots trying to keep their house nice. And then
They're not exactly
dying.
Wally.
Like 4 foot tall robots.
Not exactly.
Bonnie
Shannon, do
starts
you
to
know
cry.
where the second incident was?
Second incident.
So
Chad,
that
I
what
don't know
happened in
why
this
that
chamber
would
is
be
the
so
first
sad.
incident.
What? Funny?
Nothing.
Oh.
I'm just crying.
Oh, sorry. Hey Philip, I did it. We got tears in my campaign.
It's your sad little Wally story. Gosh.
Yeah. So the second incident supposedly happened in the same chamber.
Needs.
Well,
Go. I think I can.
the promenade is the ley line. If the arcane signal is being interrupted, it might be something further down the line.
What's
Well,
Can
we have just have to follow the hallways then.
Can we please kill something? Grundy. How's
Gotta find something first.
Alright, so, I guess new path then.
You wanna go this way? Yes.
Grundy, you hear a faint voice kind of in the back of your head.
done?
You look like an interesting one.
Don't talk to them. Trust me, voices.
Is it just Grundy that hears that?
Yeah, it's only Grundy.
Grundy's going crazy.
Don't matter again.
Yeah.
At least it's not me, because last time a voice talked in my head, I freaked out and I had an anxiety attack. Or Bonnie did. So that was because they were messing with my kid.
So,
Okay.
we're going on down these hallways.
Back.
Okay,
Back now.
so you start
Do some damage.
making your way down the
Yeah,
hallway,
keep-
and eventually you start to pick up, after a couple minutes of walking, a slight glow from an unmagical source. There's something ahead of you.
Ooh, can I stealth? I'm gonna stealth. I don't have to ask permission. I'm gonna stealth ahead and loot it stealthily. Now I have advantage on stealth because my
Okay.
cape works again.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
we have our
stealth-
torches out?
I get out of the range of the torchlight.
Okay. Not sure if I should put it out or not.
No, don't put it out. But I'm gonna get out of the range because walking in a dark area holding a torch is pretty much painting a target on your back.
Grundy. There's so much fear in you. It's delicious. It's just a normal pup, kind of going along. He kind of looks at you and whines slightly. He's kind of nervous by this whole place, but not
Pupper's
more.
not used to it.
Well, no, he's just a pup.
Yeah, man, he's not like used to this dungeon crawling nonsense.
Yeah, this is his first time.
Aw, puppy's first dungeon!
Oh.
Sorry. If I had a photo
Closer to the light.
I
I
would.
think we should all start being more sneaky.
Should we put out the torches?
Bonnie's already sneaked. What?
First.
Ulrich.
Yeah.
And you.
I
What are you running from?
whisper over the earring. The safe word is still turtles.
Who goes there? I yell.
Ulrich! Be quiet, please.
Really good
Okay.
with the new runes.
What?
How close am I to the light if I'm 30 feet ahead of the group? Can't hear you, Jed.
I keep forgetting to push the button.
It's okay.
It looks like candlelight as you get closer. You're still about
That was,
100
that was serious damage right there.
more, 100 more. You're like 120 feet from them right now.
Okay, because I'm
Um,
gonna just continue pace, but as quietly as I can.
Okay, do you have a stealth? 25.
Yep, 24
Okay.
or
cool.
25.
24. Excellent.
The rest of us do stealth as well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Assuming you should. Nice
Alright.
17s.
Yeah. Double snake eyes.
There's-
Double snake 1/7s.
There's something to you.
He has
Like
bot warding.
a piece is missing.
There's a Warwick.
Is that to, who's that to?
You think I can
Ulrich.
kill him? You think
A piece is missing.
I can- yeah,
Sorry.
It's over.
You didn't hear that.
I know.
I whisper into the darkness. Who is it?
Purpose.
Can we, those of us who aren't hearing voices in our heads, hear anything from the darkness?
You hear, you start to, it becomes more and more obvious. You hear a clinking of metal, like something being wrenched and kind of thrown across the stone floor. You hear another golem ahead, and the sound of less than 10, but quite a few voices kind of just murmuring to each other.
Do I see anyone ahead of me?
Yes. Looking ahead. Let me look at my notes real quick.
And we are. Chad? Oops. Oh.
And these are 20 feet, right? Should I have
Yeah.
my token out? Because I'm.
Where are you, Copper? Do it again.
So we're roughly in
They're
here.
just the size of the
No,
token.
you're about where Jaina's token is.
Okay, how do we adjust the size of the tokens?
You hit Alt, and you click on it.
Clicking on it.
Alt.
Yeah, I mean,
Grab
not
the
that close
booth.
to any.
Ah,
Unless if you are, but then anyway. Anyway, you guys are about where Jaina is.
I'm
And
ahead, so this
Jen
is
is
20.
probably like at this little pillar thing looking around it.
That's where I am. Can we make the token?
Okay, so Jen,
You
you see, make a perception check.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god. Perception. Starts with a P. 25.
Okay, so as you look down the hallway, kind of as it arcs around in a circular form almost, you see 1, 2, 3,
Try and do that.
4.
Jace
You
might
think
be coming
5
Jace is definitely coming
cultists or
Okay.
individuals wearing.
Wait,
they're long
where am I
cloaks.
looking? Am I looking down here or am I looking?
I'm looking at the
down.
right
Good
map.
job. Good job.
And
Looking down the main
This
hallway where
way,
the ley
this
lines
way.
go.
This way. This one. This way. This way. There.
Right here.
This way.
Right, so
Oh,
way?
thank God.
Yeah, the cultists are like all around this pillar right here.
Okay, I don't know if I see them or not, so I'm gonna earring back. So I've got 12.
That's not all you see.
And I see other things as well.
You see
I see
a tall black pillar
black pillar.
with several of the cultists on a ladder next to it. And they seem to be tearing off some sort of strange alien contraption. It looks like something that
Oh,
you've
yeah.
seen in either Copper's
this?
home or Ganior's laboratory over in Maine. That's a strange kind of hybridization between like technology, alchemy, and just arcane construction. But it definitely appears to be a lot newer than everything
I
else
thought I
in
could
the
maybe
city.
do it before. you
Not
did that,
Undercity.
but-
But they're
So
tearing it off.
Yeah.
They're tearing it off of this large pillared structure and kind of throwing it to the ground. Beyond them, you see two shadowy giant figures, about 8 feet tall, wearing dark
Ah,
black
shit.
iron
Yeah,
armor.
Sorry.
Or not iron, but
Then
just very, very dark.
Keeping on walking. I'm not stopping. I'm just gonna keep.
And you see the form of a golem faintly. And he kind of raises up, and you see the arcane energy crackling through him, and he's about to bring his hammer down, or his hammer-like fist down and crush one of them. One of the dark individuals puts his hand up and freezes the golem in mid-motion. The other throws a black orb at its face. The entire construction kind of falls to the ground. Each boulder, the rest of you guys hear this, kind of the boulders falling apart. And then they build up once again, this time more purple than blue.
So I relay everything I see to them over the
Very good.
earring, and I say, so the safe word is turtles. However, should I engage or do not engage? I've been
Use
walking
the-
this entire time, so I've been getting closer and closer to them.
And Warwick is definitely.
You do not
because they're, like, wanting to
Engage.
Do not engage?
Yeah.
Just
Sure.
let's observe them a little more.
I am observing them, and I don't know what they're doing, and they're destroying something.
Those. Jaina gets up kind of closer. She's pretty antsy. She gets up
She's
close
right
to
behind
you.
me?
Yeah, she's right behind you. You can't actually see
Oh.
her. You can't see her at all. She's invisible.
she's
But you
invisible?
hear her voice from behind you.
He's here.
Those are the two. I remember now that
Shh, keep your voice down, keep your voice down.
they came out of somewhere. Some black gate,
They're definitely gonna try and
so, a door, something.
Okay. So let's kill them. We'll have the jump on them.
Dang,
This
man, that hurt.
is not a fight we can win.
So what do you suggest? We just...
I don't know. I'm not the only one with ideas.
Well, my idea is engage. Let's take these people out. They're cultists. They're evil. They're bad guys. Our job is to kill the bad guys.
Those are cultists.
Eli, do
Yes.
you want?
Those, pointing to the dark metallic figures.
No.
Those are not.
It doesn't matter.
What are they?
I don't know.
Well, then let's find out.
Are we hearing this, or is it just them talking out
It's
front?
just us.
Jenna turns back and starts walking back to the party.
I'll start.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna walk close, and if they see me, they see me. I'm going to fight.
You
But I'm
dare.
going to get
We don't
closer.
know who these people are.
I'm going to get closer. I'm not gonna attack them. I'm hella stealthy, Copper.
Did you see him freeze the golem in midair?
Yes, I
These
did.
people are powerful.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm super stealthy, so we're just gonna depend on that. I'm gonna just continue super slowly, super quietly, just like tiptoeing, just like getting as close as I can.
Do we go for the guards?
Roll.
And I have Brithiel out, like not ignited, but I have it ready to shoot. How close? How close am I now?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay, I will lead. So, guys, I'm gonna probably engage.
Oh right, you couldn't even see this map. Thank
Yeah,
the
damn it.
gods. Okay, so here we go.
I like it.
Wait, can you guys see anything?
Straight black.
No,
Play
it's
detail,
black. It's
Chad.
perfect.
Perfect.
Oh.
Okay, thank goodness for the lighting system. Okay, so where is
I'm out
so
in
Bonnie,
the
you can drag your
darkness.
I did.
There's nothing and everything.
Chad,
Never
maybe you better
this.
position your tokens
Okay,
in the
I
moment.
yeah, hold on. Sorry. NPCs, characters, that's the one. Bonnie fucking Bright Eyes.
Did I give myself 2 selves?
Wait, what? That works.
I think I might have jerked myself out twice.
So Aethys works. That's great. Grundy. Does Grundy work? Grundy works. Right? Can
I
you
work.
see it? Dope.
You should go for the guards.
Oh, here's Vonnie.
Kelby, can you see anything?
Yeah, I can see him. I can see it.
You guys are way the heck behind me, though.
Wait, Bonnie, can you see anything?
Well, my token just disappeared.
Well, could you see anything before? when you
Yeah, I
did it?
can see the map now, so I'm just gonna drag myself back out.
The whole thing, or just a little bit?
Well, I don't have any light around my character, because I'm in the middle of the map right now. This is me.
Sorry.
You're not
Oh,
that
and I'm.
No one. I'm just putting them on the map in case I don't know. There's something that happens, so we don't have to do it in
Well,
the future.
Everyone's way the heck behind me, so I feel like
Yeah.
I'd be right here.
No, okay, they're not actually where they are. Like
So
they're on
Aethys
the
is
map.
The light source.
No, Aethys isn't here. So
I
Oh.
know. Aethys was the light source, though.
why does you keep getting? Oh, you can't see anything now.
It's black, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me fix that real quick. That's something that we need to do anyway. So. Okay. Do. So.
How's it going, Grundy? You're what? What? At least you have your dog. I mean, that wasn't supposed to be gross. It's just like, oh. Oh. And I am the awkward person in the corner of the room. Said,
Why don't you have a character?
I am not a foot
there
pillow.
we go.
nope, not a
well,
foot
you
pillow.
don't even have an icon. That's weird. Okay.
I don't have an icon. That's awkward.
Now do you see?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay. Well, this is where you are. I'm gonna put you behind this cart because that's where you are.
That's
Everyone
where I
else
would
is
be.
very, very far away.
So why is Grundy and Ulrich on the thing?
Can see.
Because I want them to just be on the map, so we don't have to do it later.
I can't see anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then I
There.
don't have to worry about it. Alright. So I'm assuming I can kind of see the cultists.
Well, you can see what you can see.
Yeah. Okay. So I can see the big ass pillar and the. Where's the golem?
Oh, I guess you can't really see that.
Okay. So stealthing.
It's behind the big ass.
So stealthing up here.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix Kelby.
Okay. There's 2 of them.
I'm fixing one of them.
I can't see anything. The map
You're
is
not
blank.
supposed to. You're not.
You're
here
not?
yet. Yeah. No, you're not where I am.
Hold on.
I'm
No, I can't see anything. It's black.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. That's what it is.
I know. You're not even supposed to do that.
We were there when it
No.
popped up before.
I believe that Chad would like us to be aware of our situation, Bonnie.
What? Copper, what? Did you say something?
Nothing important.
Well, you know. Alright.
Okay.
Should I go get a snack?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
He
there
said
we go.
yes, of course.
Did it fix you?
Somebody-
Yeah.
I
Cool.
I can see the hallway.
Perfect. Should have done this a long time ago. Sorry.
It's
okay.
Is it break time?
Sure, it can be break time.
Woo! Snack time! Ah, my feet are asleep. I shall return.
Okay, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Desperately trying not to kill Bonnie here. Yes, yeah. It's not easy sometimes. It's a weird map glitch. Not there.
And the party has arrived. So, did we figure everything out while I was gone for 2 seconds?
I think we figured everything out, but Ulrich isn't back. I'm gonna go take my break now.
Okay.
So I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. So, fun fact about my headset. When I put
Yes.
my headset up, it happens down, and then it'll unmute.
What?
It goes doot, and then the thing right here, it turns red, so I know it's muted or not.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But it's
I wish
annoying
I had
because when
cool
I'm trying to eat,
headphones.
I can't put it all the way up. Yeah,
Would
no,
have
my
duct tape on them.
beautiful blue ones died after 3 years of lots and lots of use. I got my
Lots
$20
and
out of them.
lots.
Hours upon hours. I have food.
I'm going bot. Skips that wave.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So is Kelby back?
Well,
Kelby's not back. Okay. So we can sit here.
How was your day, Chad?
You guys
It
good?
was okay. Went to breakfast. Got okay food. And been prepping for this game pretty much all day. So
Wow.
yeah.
Are we at where you expected us to be, or are we behind, or
This is one path you could have taken.
did you have a scenario set up for the accidental Jaina?
Well, I mean, if you didn't get Jaina out, there would have been something else too.
Right on. Way to
Holy
be
crap.
prepared.
Zenith tower just destroyed my bot.
I'm not DMing next week. I get to play.
Nice.
Woo.
Kelby.
I'm a little scared.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. I'm handing over my party of my groomed players.
can we switch to the next song in this playlist? The weird static effect is weird.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Ulysses. That's not any better.
So my dub track username is Jen is the DM too. Solid. So proud of myself. No? Funny?
That was weird for now.
Just trying to-
They know that we're gonna
This isn't really the right music, but I don't have anything better. If it's not
Everyone
better,
comes.
I don't know.
It's not just me hearing that weird staticky thing, though, is it?
No. No.
What staticky thing?
The music does this weird staticky effect.
Okay, put it on me.
I don't hear
It's a
it.
creative choice. Well, not this one, the previous
Oh.
one.
I had that one muted because I'm totally not watching a YouTube video right now.
Cool. Yeah, babe.
Maybe.
No Kelby.
Oh, Sean finally responded to my "Can I borrow one of your weapons?" question that I sent to him at 7:54. Gosh, cousin.
What do you say?
He says, just close that Snapchat so I gotta open it up again. He said, which wand? I only have one and I kinda need, does nothing give me a +3, and I said, oh, lame.
Kelby?
Let's get out. In.
Kelby!
So Philip, how is the box cat? Aww. How long is Logan? Oh, that's a little scary. If you wake up on the floor, you know what happened. How long is Logan staying with you guys? Or is he staying with you? Party! I like leaving. I mean, I'm not there, so.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh, were you guys waiting? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've been here for like 3 minutes.
Oh,
Cool.
woo. Party.
Party on fire.
So, do you have any like creepy music that's
boy.
not staticky? It's not like
Watch
creepy
out,
music, it's
watch
not
out.
staticky.
You sound fine.
My emo music.
Yeah.
I could put tavern music on, but I don't think that.
Witch music.
Dark. Okay, so before we were at the break, Vani, you were scouting ahead, stealthing, hiding behind a cart
Not-
full of
Not going very well.
large stones that are moved. Saw these cultists trying to tear down some weird magical contraption off the top of one of these towers. And yeah. So
Alright. Well, I'm gonna
here we are.
moving forward. And I want to kind of hide, like duck under the wagon and just kind of sit, watch for a bit.
Okay, roll a stealth.
Oh,
Stealth.
Pute. Oh, 30. Okay. We're good.
Let me just roll some things.
No, don't roll things. Rolling things is bad, Chad. Bad, Chad. Don't make fun of the DM when he's rolling things. I out stealth.
You
Death Knights.
you can see what I'm rolling?
Yeah.
Oh great, cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah. Nobody you appear to be hidden.
Okay. Cautiously. I'm gonna keep moving forward. So be aware of that. Yeah. It's not quite a turtle moment yet, but it's yeah. I'm gonna stealth. Because I have an envelope pusher. And I'm gonna like stealth box.
I move forward a little bit.
Are you up near me now?
Yeah. Not near you. I'm back behind you.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, since when are you way up? What?
We're not way up. We're not that far apart. It's like 20 feet.
No, I'm.
We're 15 feet
she
away.
was further down the hall.
I
anyways,
was.
so
I'm supposed to be
figure
30
icons
feet
for-
ahead of you guys.
whatever.
Well, then you'd be in the middle of them.
Yeah.
Unless we're off the map.
Well, I thought you guys were off the map.
No, we're right here.
Well,
Okay,
guess you guys caught up.
everybody roll stealth checks.
Can I keep my 30?
Sure.
Oh.
Oh, crap, Ulrich.
I'm gonna use luck.
Well, I've been at so.
Ooh. Johnny got luck. Oh, no. Dang, I was
Let's
happy.
pull the fast one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have
I feel
been
like you
Oh,
would've gotten away
I'm
with
sorry.
that.
Very.
What you drinking, Philip? Oh, that's boring.
It's the new craze.
I was drinking juice earlier and the juice forgot to get some.
Okay.
Oh god.
You guys, the cultists are still kind of doing their thing. Then
Alright.
Okay.
you see the two individuals kind of at the far end, kind of slowly turn around and gaze down the hallway, kind of not directly at anybody. Then they look back towards each other and kind of at the golem. Needs more guidance.
What does that mean? What'd they say? Did I recognize what they said? Speak up, Chad.
Oh, I'm muted. Cool. So you start hearing this golem walking towards you. The Death Knight people. That they're totally not Death Knights, by the way. That's silly.
I want to go.
Start walking up here. I don't know if you can. Can you see them?
Yeah, I can see them.
As he walks
No,
up into this
very
kind of archway of this side hallway that appears to be full of rubble, you see just a blue flash, and he disappears. Actually, both of them disappear. The rest of the cultists kind of look around at each other, slightly confused, and the golem is still marching down towards this way.
Gentlemen? Turtles! I'm going to whip out my bow and shoot that person in front. Okay. That guy right there. Going to shoot him.
Okay, roll your thing.
Initiative?
She can
Well,
roll the
I'm-
thing, and
this
then we'll
is
do
mine.
initiative. Yep. So this is
Right.
your thing. Yep.
So wait, don't I get a long time since I've prized any? Do I get sneak attack because I was hidden? Do I
Yeah.
get advantage because this is
Yes.
my? Okay. So
You get advantage
on-
because you're hidden.
Okay, so do I just? Alright, I'll just click this button and click this button.
Yeah,
The
it
thing
hits.
is, I'm not
Okay.
gonna be.
So my sneak attack.
How much do you do?
I mean,
76.
Yeah.
So the rest of the attention of kind of the rest of the cultists in the room kind of is drawn towards the moving golem, and they're all trying to duck out of the way a little bit. But you hear kind of
that great, what do you think?
kind of
What do you
sound
think?
as
Should I do it?
the arrow just passes straight through the guy's throat, and he just kind of falls on the ground motionless. The rest of you guys
And I'd like.
are aware that
Okay.
that happened.
I'd like to stealth now.
Okay.
Actually, if I
You ran this.
think, if I'm not wrong, which I probably am, I'm gonna check anyway. If I
Okay, everybody
don't-
roll initiative.
Yeah. Yeah, if I have advantage on my stealth check if I move no more than half of my speed in the same turn.
Well, you
But I
got it
have
anyway
advantage
because you have your cloak.
So doesn't it? So yeah, I'm a re-stealth.
No. You got your attack.
Oh, I can't stealth? Okay.
Your attack was your bonus thing.
Oh, okay. I thought, well, would you consider it
I mean, it was a surprise round for a few people. The golem is aware. Like,
So my initiative's 23.
Okay, cool. Well, did you?
Yeah, I rolled initiative.
Oh, perfect. I should have deleted some of these. Okay, so Bonnie gets. Ulrich, did you get 19?
No, I got 8.
Copper got 18.
Okay, Grundy, what did you get?
Okay, it puts my whole name on there.
Yeah, kinda.
Should only
Okay,
showed up as Copper.
Grundy's on there twice. You got the 20 and the 22. Aethys isn't on there at all. That should be everybody. Grundy, Kia, Copper. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Okay, trying to move Copper's thing on the initiative order.
I'm changing it there.
Thank you. Oh, I guess Jaina needs to go too. Regardless, okay, Vani, what are you doing on your turn now? That it's actually your turn.
So, I'm going to attack Gain. And then after I attack, I'm going to stealth. I don't have advantage on my attack, right?
No. You don't.
Okay, so I will just roll there. 17. Oh, I'm attacking this guy. This one.
Okay.
Just, no sneak
Okay.
attack because I wasn't stealth. So after my attack, I'd like to.
Okay. So you actually, let me see. You missed.
I missed?
You missed.
the cultist?
Oh, sorry, no. I
Another
thought you were shooting the other guy. Okay, yeah.
No,
You hit
I-
the
I hit-
cultist.
I hit this guy.
You hit the cultist. How much damage did you do?
I did. I don't know how to look. 13 points of damage.
This arrow kind of like buries itself in his the side of his arm. He lets out a shriek, immediately letting everyone else know what's happening.
Okay. Died.
Yeah. Okay, so then you stealth. What was your? You're gonna have to break line of sight to stealth again.
Okay, so I'd like to run on these barrels. I can't. I'd like to run on these barrels and just like crouch between
Okay.
the wagon and the.
Okay. Roll stealth, and then Grundy's turn.
Oh wait, I have advantage on stealth. 29.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Forgetting I have that thing. Do.
Grundy.
Leap.
It works. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, 30 feet. Okay, Copper, it's your turn.
How bright is the area right now?
Pretty dim. There's a faint glow coming from the top of the pillar, which is right here, coming from like a. It's coming from a magical crystal that they use to focus the arcane energy along the ley line. Also, you notice you know that the magical contraption that they put on top
Oh
is
god.
to kind of divert the flow of magic that they use to kind of power stuff on the surface in the city.
I know. Oh god.
But
Oh,
It would
fuck.
usually be there. It's something they
it's supposed to be there. I mean,
it's supposed to be there.
Yeah, more or less. It wasn't a natural thing that was here before. It was like it's like a power diverter that they put here to use,
I don't want it
in
anymore.
on the surface.
Say they, it's not the cultists, it's the...
Right, it's the academy, the professors, all that.
Okay. I guess I'll open with a lightning bolt, trying to hit these two.
All right.
To level 5.
Nice. So
Oh my. Yeah.
That's. I don't like how they do the spells in here. Let me see real fast. Lightning bolts. Spell description to come up, please. I don't like how they changed the system. Actually deal damage. Let me pull it up on the video. So it is dexterity saving throw.
$19 and 10.
Okay, and then it's going to be 8d6.
Was it 19 save or no?
I think my spell is 19, so if it's a tie, I think it goes to them.
I think so. I've never been quite sure. Sure, we'll say that. So if Chris's spell save is 19 and he casts. Okay. Yes. So
Oh,
the first one saved, second one didn't, which is okay. Oh,
Mine as well. So if there's anybody who happens to be behind these two,
nothing that you can see. But anyway, so the lightning bolt passes through the first guy. He kind of manages to get slightly out of the way. It's not quite in line with him, but so it's just it's a partial exposure kind of deal. The second guy gets the full brunt of the blast, and he's just like that brief Home Alone like skeleton through the body, like X-ray. He kind of falls to the ground, just charcoal basically. So this guy takes half damage, so 18.
you guys win. Oh.
Okay, cool. Do you have a bonus action?
I don't. Gonna try to stay out of everybody else's way.
Okay, so two more of these cultic fanatics are gonna run out through this side room, kind of cowering behind the golem.
Sorry, I couldn't be there.
It's gonna move forward. As you can see, this isn't quite the right image, but this is one I have. It's just like a jumble of floating huge boulders, which are kind of scrawled over in arcane like, glyphs and held aloft by kind of a weird tethered lightning like structure. But as it starts moving forward, your hammer is thrown. Perfect.
Oh.
So throw your hammer.
I got faded.
Miss. You can throw it. I mean, you're holding your full turn, so you can. Or you hold your action, so you get 2 attacks. Right?
You're getting a lot of people.
Okay, I think you get 2.
Sorry.
That just hits. Okay.
Probably 1v.
So the hammer hits, but kind of glazes off of it, almost like thrown slightly by like an arcane wave, and it does damage, but it almost seems to heal at the same time with this attack. It's a weird thing. So, yeah. He basically seems to absorb the flame from your hammer. Okay, and then his movement speed is 30, and he was over there, so his... Okay, so he's gonna get...
You can collapse on him.
He's gonna get up here, and as he does, he has a bit of a range. But as he does, he kind of puts his giant golem hands together and pull out a long tethered lightning lash and strike out towards Grundy with his lightning whip. So let me pull this up real quick. Those definitely hit. And
Doing well.
wow. Okay, so Grundy, you take wow. You take that much damage. 30, 50, so 40,
Yeah,
46, 52, 62. You take 62 points of lightning damage,
We need to tank.
Well,
which I don't think you have resistance
So
to,
what?
unless it's extra, because it doesn't. You're not resistant with rage.
Wait, how much lightning damage?
Like 62.
Holy shit!
Kind of like Golem. This is why the city hasn't been attacked for like.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no thieves in the old city.
Well, you know what? That must be nice.
Magic won't be much use on it.
Yeah, these guys kind of suck. Do cult fanatics even have ranged? They do not. Perfect. So they're just gonna kind of run up, kind of neutered by the golem's performance. But yes. So now it's Ulrich's turn.
Isn't it Jaina's turn?
Sure, it's Jaina's turn.
Yeah, she does a ton of damage. Dude.
I think we should run. She's gonna cast.
Yeah.
She's going to cast. Let's see. Freedom of movement on Grundy. So Grundy, for an hour,
I hate
you can move
that.
unaffected by difficult terrain and spells and other magical effects that can either reduce your speed or cause target to be paralyzed or restrained. You can. Yeah, so I think you can. Let's see, such as a manacles or a creature that. Yeah, so if you get grappled, you can not be grappled.
That's dope.
So that's her spell.
I agree with Dana here.
We're leaving already?
Okay, now it's Ulrich's turn.
So are we leaving or what?
We just got here.
Golem.
I guess it's my turn, so I mean, damn, I'm not sure. I pull up my, I don't know. I pull out my longsword. I'm kind of like looking around at you guys. You guys sound like you want to go. And I walk up to the golem. Yeah.
I'm not about to leave. The fight just started.
No, Grundy's right. I think we should get out of here. Let's see. And I slam into hard rock. Chatty there.
Yes, yes. What did you? So 29 hits, 27. They'll hit. Wow, good job.
Added a precision attack.
Okay. Yeah. So you're attacking and you're hitting him, but it's just like you're slamming your sword against stone, and it doesn't. This thing isn't bleeding. It's very hard to tell like if you're doing an effect or not. It's kind of an intimidating. It's a very intimidating effect. Anyway.
Whose turn is
Okay, I'm gonna raise Tempered Guard. Get up to 21 AC. Then that's it.
Okay. Funny.
Okay. So I'm going to, since I was stealth, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit this. I can probably kill him.
Hits.
Deals.
It's like stucking right out of the skull.
Did he die?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
That's 36 plus damage. Okay. Sweet. And I would like to re-stealth. Do I have to
Yeah,
break
the
line
move.
of sight?
You gotta move somewhere. That's good enough.
Well, no, if I move. Okay. Can I see over this cart? If I stand up?
That pisses me off more.
Okay. I'm gonna stand here. So. And I have advantage on stealth! Regardless. Okay, yeah, no, then I'll just go back. It's alright. Focusing on mechanics. Yep. Alright, 31. And I end my turn.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I killed a man. This bow.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Grundy.
Stay, you die. I click my boots of haste, and if she'll let me, I sweep Jane off her feet and start running back the other way.
You're running from a fight?
She doesn't have very much of a choice because you're quite strong. You kind of like fling her over your shoulder like a fireman carry, and you're out of there. It's like flaming hamburger in one hand, screaming lady on your other shoulder, and you're just like sprinting. Slight like a slight like like a when you pick her up, and then
There's a few obscenities mixed in, I think.
yeah, probably.
Grundy, put the shit down.
Shore spawns. Okay. All right. So good job. So you can move. I must say, if you do like your action, you can move a full movement distance, full hasted movement distance.
Oh!
Because you're kind of using your action to haste, or you're using your action to pick her up. So instead of dashing, I'll say you can still go like 60 feet though, right?
Oh my god.
I mean, look at Copper's map. That's the representation. So, hold on. Yeah, there's another kind of room.
There's nothing to do with that.
To your right, like a few hundred, or about 100 feet down the hallway. There's another room. If you turn right, yeah. Okay, she's gonna say. Janice says, "Take us to that room on the right." Okay. Move back to the other map. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Grundy Copper.
I'm gonna put up a wall of force.
Alright.
My arrowing?
Hopefully it's long enough to cover the whole hallway. Where is my wall of force?
So yes, it's going to pick up my arrow. Noted.
No, 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 not
Oh,
that.
I mean, there's not really another map. Are we on? Did I
We're,
move
I
it?
think are we leaving the battle map?
Oh shoot! Sorry, my bad.
Putting up a wall of force in front of the golem.
All right. Awesome. So. So he's immune to force damage. I don't know.
It doesn't do any
It'll-
damage. It's just a
Okay.
impervious barrier.
Force field.
Okay. It might hold him for a while.
I can only hold it for 10 minutes. As long as it lasts.
All right. So,
I'm not talking.
Ulrich, as you're standing there, kind of like clashing your sword against his body, like futilely, this force wall just kind of cuts, like shattering the boxes on the left and the right, and like throwing the cart over, almost on top of Vonnie. But
Yeah.
you're like, okay, cool. I don't have to kill myself on this guy. Now it's their turn.
Okay.
They're gonna kind of run up, and you can't really hear them from this side of the wall, but they're just kind of like banging on it, and you see kind of force field ripples across the wall as they're yelling their silent profanities. The golem is going to kind of rear back his head, just shoot this huge lightning ray, which hits the wall and scatters across, like frying the cultists to the left and to the right as it kind of ricochets off.
I don't even want to go out.
But
I think I can feel a physical force.
yeah,
Yeah,
Copper, you
keep that up.
Copper, you can just feel the energy just like ringing through your head as you're barely like being able to hold the spell. But you guys are running. Okay, so
I'm still standing.
Jaina, she's like, get us to the room. I can cast Pass Wall. That's about her whole turn. Ulrich.
Okay. Okay. Well, I jump up off the ground after this force wall thuds in front of me. Look in the direction of the golem. Spit a little bit.
Like
Spit a little bit, and then turn and run after the other people. I'll run my full movement, 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So I run 60 feet.
All right.
And I guess hold action. Can you? I can't hold a part of an action, can I?
Well, you can hold your actual action.
Yeah.
Hold
'Cause
movement.
I'm just moving.
or both.
Yeah, I'll hold an action to. I have my Dwarven Thunderer loaded, and I'm gonna
Okay.
fire at anything that passes the force wall or anything that I guess, comes at us.
Okay.
Don't shoot me.
I'll just
'cause I'm
quick
still
scope them.
Quick scope him.
360
Okay,
is still
Vonnie.
there.
Damn.
Vonnie, you barely manage able to, I'm sure, with your
No.
your evasion
no,
abilities
get
and
out.
whatever, manage not to get toppled by this,
Rocks
like,
in the-
well, yeah, the cart gets thrown basically as it gets repelled by the force wall, but you manage to avoid it. What is your pleasure?
Well, I look around at everyone. I'm like, really, guys? You're running from this? Gah! This is the first fight we had in a. I haven't hit anything in years. All right.
You're welcome to stay and get killed, buddy.
I just flipped.
Copper
It's
will lead you. Copper will read you the damage immunities on this thing after we run.
Yeah.
So-
I just flipped the golem and the cultist off, and I just like angrily use my bow to just like teleport. And
All right.
And it's an Urgot bot too. Oh shit.
Okay.
so
So you kind of feel your essence being pulled through the arrow as it flies through space and kind of hits into a wall. You like kind of avoid running into the wall as you
Yeah.
get shot out the other side. So you're actually past Grundy, but barely. All right.
hey, Grundy.
You guys can hear it's almost like a huge subwoofer all the way down the back of this hallway. Every time the golem like hits it, just like the pulse, the force gets thrown through like the giant speaker system basically. It's like
Yeah, I know that.
just like all the way down the hallway.
Bonnie's just like,
Copper, roll a concentration save.
I don't have a concentration savings throw. Is it just my spell modifier?
It should be Constitution.
I don't even know if I can.
They call it a concentration save, but it's literally
You
just
guys
Constitution.
decide.
Yeah, so you.
I've got a headache, but I can hold it up for now.
Yeah. If you were any lower, probably not. But yeah, you can hold him for a little bit longer. So you guys all kind of get to that corner in the hallway, dive into the side room, but it's empty. It's a dead end. But Jaina's like, she's like, okay. She reaches into kind of a side satchel and pulls out a crystal, almost like chalk though, and she starts drawing on the side of the wall. Now she does is just like kind of creates a bit of a door into the next room over. And she's like, come on, let's go. And she runs through, casting pass wall. Okay,
Me
so
too.
yeah. Everybody
I,
jumps through
I look
and
down the corridor
immediately.
and then I jump in.
Okay. You all jump through and immediately the door closes behind you. You guys all find yourself in the Stag's Sepulchre.
I would need help
Well,
with one
that
top
should give us a bit of a head start, but we still need to go.
All right. Well, I broom up and fly the fuck out of there. It's fast. No, I can run faster than I can broom. Never mind. I unbroom and I start running. Just like dead sprint.
Alright.
Wow.
We need to warn the guard.
Just like triple dashing, whatever the fuck.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So you guys run back through the caverns, back through the elven hallways, and up the staircase.
Right before I
Um,
get out of the door, I'm gonna like adjust myself and there casually.
Keep the spell up as long as I can.
Okay. It only lasts for roll another one, another Constitution. Yeah, so it breaks like right as you get to the end of the scholar's hallway, so you get to the staircase and begin running up, but he'll be a few minutes behind you guys if he keeps pursuing, but it's I don't know, we'll see. So you guys sprint up the staircase and find the mithril gate unlocked, unlatched, unattended.
There's the guards that were there aren't there anymore.
Right, and the door's open. There's no lock. There's nothing.
I guess they didn't lock us in. Is the whole party here? Or is it...
The whole party's here.
Right. We need to find Jaina.
Can we just close this gate?
Well, that was an adventure.
I think we should close this gate.
Why? Why is it
The gate? Did we just pass through a wall?
No,
No.
we ran out and the gate is unattended and it's
the
unlocked
gate to the
and it's open.
mausoleum?
Oh, we're out. Oh,
I'm gonna use stone shape. I'm gonna make my own bars up in front of the door.
Okay. So the rest of the party, you're out in the fresh air, kind of catching your breath.
Why am I facing
Grundy,
flat
more or less
versus-
unfazed after you got haste casted on you, so you're not really out of breath. But so you're kind of looking at past them. Everyone else is catching a breath. Copper, you turn around. Grundy, as you gaze across the sky, you can't see the source, but there's smoke rising above the city, far away, like a mile or two from you. What?
oh, look! It's it's a bunch of smoke over somewhere in the city, about a mile away.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you just kind of take a second and think about it. You're like, there are no guards here. As you look around, there aren't really any people here. At least in this plaza. And
Well, I was actually gonna talk
that's
to
where we'll end it.
Wow!
Oh my gosh, smoke on the horizon.
How foreboding.
And then the thunder of footsteps.
And that's where we're going to leave off for next week's incredible episode.
Alrighty, so as you'll probably later learn from Copper, but I just thought this was interesting. So iron golems, they have damage immunities
Oh, they're
to
iron
fire.
golems. I was thinking they were stone golems.
No, they're iron. Yeah.
I think
They
it's
have
like
damage-
poison, psychic, bludgeoning, and
They have
piercing.
damage immunities to fire, poison, lightning, thunder, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks, and resistance with everything else. So, like, with magical items, it's resist. With everything else, it's like, yeah, it's cool. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That was exciting.
That was kind of a dungeon delve.
That was definitely a lot of dungeoning.
You guys realize that Vonnie hasn't gotten in a fight in a year?
Didn't we get in a fight earlier? Remember that?
You were
No.
just in the city.
We fought assassins?
That was a snack.
I mean, he didn't even get to use this thing on you. So.
Guys, let's go back. Okay. Vonnie turns around. No, I'm kidding. Squeezes between the stone bars.
we leave.
for
Change your colors.
yeah. So. I don't know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, you guys learned some things about what's happening. Maybe, possibly.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
a
not.
bunch of shit's
Maybe
going
more
on.
questions.
Yeah. Couple more questions.
Yeah, there are definite questions.
Yeah, I just don't know
Yeah.
what exactly the questions are. Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, I don't know. Maybe you guys could have beat this thing. Yeah.
I don't know,
I
it
feel
didn't
like
seem
we
like I
could've
did
done it.
anything. Couple.
I
60
think
Yeah.
we would have had to get pretty lucky with rolls.
Well,
We'd
I
have to
was
think
rolling
out of the
pretty
box.
high.
Yeah.
And also,
I don't know if you
know,
guys could have beat that or not, but I was kind of nervous. I was like, yeah, Jaina would probably be nervous too. She's seen these things. Copper's seen these things.
Nah, Vonnie would have stayed and
Yeah.
fight if y'all hadn't just dipped. Like a bunch of
Gone
cow-
down in one hit.
No, I have evasion. Gosh, Copper, you have no faith.
Evasion doesn't do anything
Oh,
for you.
okay.
This guy.
Oh, ye of little faith!
It'd be what do they call it? Uncanny dodge.
We did on like half a hit.
Uncanny dodge only works for one attack, and he makes 2 of these. So
Well, my stealth is so high, he wouldn't be able to see me.
Bam, bam.
Why?
Look what I could have killed you
Look what I
with.
could have destroyed you with.
Wow, lightning whip.
Yeah.
That's hot.
MVP wall of force though. I was like,
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was gonna get destroyed right there.
2,000
Yeah,
experience.
no, I was like, oof. How much experience?
2,000.
2,000? That is
Yes.
the math I can do. I was
250.
punctual.
50, 150.
250.
Yay!
Thanks for
Ooh,
playing.
only
Yeah,
That
that's
was
good.
That was fun.
Kind
It's
of
exciting.
Aethys
My
wasn't here,
favorite
'cause he would have been Aethys. Okay, so these guys they literally heal if you do fire damage to them. I didn't make that up. That's just a thing. And so Aethys would have just been like charging up its battery.
Yeah, just like drop a
There you
big
go.
ass fireball.
That was
on
the
'em.
golem that would have happened to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the Death Knights go? They just like dipped the fuck out.
You don't know what they are.
Gosh.
You little.
You
Oh,
little goober.
I mean,
iron
I've
golems
seen them
though.
before, and they're super shady and shadowy. Deductive reasoning, they would be Death Knights, because no big gigantic.
Nobody knows what a death knight is. It's
know
not
what a
like a
Death Knight
thing
is.
in history.
I've been around.
No, you don't understand.
Iron golems, chat, they aren't immune to
No,
electricity,
Chet, I
are they?
understand.
I changed them. So normally they're immune to poison, but mine are
Okay, so
already
these aren't baseline. Okay.
I altered them like a little bit. I changed them from like a poison attack to a lightning attack, and then I gave him a lightning whip instead of a sword, and then I did immunity to lightning instead of poison. Whatever. Anyway.
Well,
I
don't
really
have
like
any
the
games
music.
on my laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
GG
music
Philip.
was on point.
I like the Darkest Dungeons track.
Darkest Dungeons. I know it's kind of a cheesy thing, but I really like the lighting thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, I was just imagining that.
The
It's just
lightning
too bad that for our map we were stuck on the edge of that. We didn't see anything else besides the very edge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could see.
Just feel it, the
I was
energy.
here.
You're like, I'll hit these guys, and if anyone else is over there, I'm like, yes, victory. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
me?
Okay. Really? What, guy? Come.
Well, we're not coming back here.
Come on, be real.
Reuse a map.
Oh, he left. Damn it,
Oh.
Chad.
Jerks. You guys almost found all my hidden stuff. Just kidding.
I mean, I found another room with a circle in the middle.
And we need to go up
Oh,
to that
actually,
top part
I
too.
guess- I mean, Vonnie's seen them before, so I kind of want to show off my little icon because they're cool. My cool little icons.
Icons. Whoa.
Those happy little buddies.
He's got a few too many teeth.
Nah, he's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Those guys. I was like, what the fuck is that thing? It looked like some kind of death dog at first. And then
Death Dog.
that is not what
Yeah.
Arthas
Lord of the Rings has some pretty cool stuff.
Arthas. not
So I'd be amiss to not steal it. Huh? What is what cannon? Yeah. That's what they look like.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, there's multiple artist renditions. It's not.
So who's this guy?
They're both the same.
They're the same guys? Well, I like this picture
They're
better.
supposed to be the Nazgul.